What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm here with my boy and co-host, JohnnyKpicks. We're here to defend our units tonight, man. We got some good fights this weekend. UFC Vegas 85, Nasruddin Imavov versus Roman Dolidze. That's going to be a good fight.
Yep.
It's going to be a good fight. 5 rounds in that small cage.
Looking forward to it.
That. There's some really good fights on this card. I'm actually looking forward to it. We were talking about it a couple minutes ago that it's got some actually good fights. Moicano and Dober. That's gonna be a banger. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple other ones too I'm just interested in. Like even though it's low level, but like Madero and Quinones. I think that would be a pretty cool fight.
It's gonna be
and
a
then
really
some
good fight.
stylistic fights are gonna be cool to see, like Gimbo and Pete Rodriguez, and see what happens there. Who's gonna get knocked out, who's gonna get submitted. All these, it's like they're all lower level fights, but like they can be fun. You don't know.
Definitely.
Maybe not fun to bet, but
right. Some decent matchmaking on the card for sure. Kerev and Muradov.
That's a good one. I'm gonna stay away from that one.
Yeah. There's it's good. It's good. Next week's pretty good too. And then you got 298 coming up. That's gonna be a good card.
Yeah. I'm looking. That's actually a pretty decent card. The pay-per-view one.
Yeah.
299 is gonna blow it out of the water though, but moving up to it, that's a good pay-per-view card.
Right.
Better than 297.
Yeah, definitely. And the Canadians did not come through. That card was crazy, dude. Terrible.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild and crazy.
A lot, dude. How did that happen? Like, you just had to like move around, you know what I mean? For like a minute.
Just don't jump guillotine and then die.
Yeah. I was watching it and I'm like, holy shit, man. But I just still didn't think Magny was gonna finish him. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't either. He doesn't finish anybody. The only reason why he finished him because he literally gassed and didn't do anything. Like, which I mean, good for Magny. I don't want to take anything away, but
man, that's tough.
He's a gatekeeper.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. He's good too, you know, like a good gatekeeper.
Yeah, he's solid. He's not dangerous. He's durable and well-rounded, but he's just not dangerous anywhere. You should be able to beat him either by a decision or a finish.
Definitely.
Or mostly like submission. But
so how many UFC cards do we have in a row now?
I want to say 11. I'm not 100% sure though on the March 2nd card because it was supposed to be in Saudi Arabia, but now I think they're moving it back to Vegas, but I don't know.
I'm sure they'll come up with something by the way. You say March 2nd, so maybe
March
like
2nd,
a month basically. Maybe not. So maybe there'll be a week off there because I'm planning on going on a big run, dude. This sucks, man. We've had 2 cards in the last 6-7 weeks or 6 weeks. So I'm just ready to have some cards in a row and get like back in the swing of things, man. Even sitting down doing tape study and stuff, just different times.
Exactly.
I can't wait to
need to get the routine going now because I'm like, I got a week off, sweet, and then I'm like, I gotta get back into it.
Yep. And if 11 cards, I'll take 11 cards. Unless
I'll be crying after 8 though. I'll be like, I just want that break, man.
Yeah. I gotta see. I feel like this new work schedule is gonna be decent for me. It shocks me at work, man. Like I go up and to a new department and I'm with there's 9 or 10 dudes on my line and they're all like 27 to 35, dude. All of them because it's a hard line. I'm leaving that mofo. I put in a team transfer, got it, but nobody watches UFC. It blows my mind. Nobody. I'm in Kentucky though, so I mean I don't know how big it is here, but nobody.
I mean I only have a couple friends that might watch, but that's it. Like they're not like die hard, like gotta watch every week, or they're like, oh, is this fighter fighting this week? I want to watch it. It's like, okay. And they heard it probably from somebody else. Like, oh, I can't wait to see Israel Adesanya fight. I'm like, oh yeah, he's really good.
No Charlie Olives, man. Yeah.
No, they didn't say that. I'm like, oh, what about this guy? You know this guy? No, we'll get out of here.
Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat, man. We already got a bunch of people here hanging out. It's gonna be a good card. This is gonna be I feel like we're gonna actually finally have some fights to defend our units against different picks this week. So
I think so.
That's gonna be nice.
I saw your little post. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. We got Dixon Cider here, man. Dixon Cider, dude. It's hilarious. What's up, man? Appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us all the time. What's the profile pic? Is that like Paul Shaughnessy? Looks like Paul Shaughnessy, I think.
I don't know who that is. Huh?
What's up, man? We appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us, man. Can't wait to see what picks you got. Daz Files in the building said, defend your bankroll, Matt betting card, man.
Oh, man. Our Defend Your Unit shirts are baller.
They're so sweet.
I can't wait to show everybody, but I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Dude, I didn't even know you had them made already like that, man. You get working out in the background, but no, that's cool. I can't wait to
people are gonna be like, stuff. Oh my god, I want that shirt. Well, you know where it's at.
Dude, it's bad as hell. There's two of them too. There's two of them. I want to get the colors down though.
Yeah, we'll get them.
I swear, but I don't even know about it, but you guys are gonna love it. Like it's crazy, crazy.
It's awesome.
Our dudes are here. Chronic Combat Conversation. What is up, man? If you guys don't know who these guys are, man, you got to be sleeping under a rock. Two cool dudes. They put out excellent content. They put out a live show on Wednesday night and have guests on it. I believe they're going live tonight though, with Liam Picks Fights is on there. So check them out tonight. Having a good show, and they just put out good content all over Twitter. Guru TB. So check them out, man. Good dudes and putting on good stuff. Can't wait to do a show with them. We're gonna have them on a show here coming up soon, man.
Yep.
VTech, what is up, man? He said best cappers in the game. What's up, guys? What's up, VTech, man? Appreciate you getting the shirt, dude. Supporting the old Blood Money shirt, man. I supported it. I'm gonna do a little video. I got a couple people that sent me some pictures in them and stuff, so it's pretty good.
Sweet.
But appreciate you coming out and always supporting on every single platform we have, bro. Yippee Kaye in the building. What's up, man? He said, getting ready for hard-hitting discussions, in-depth fight analysis, and a touch of humor. Yes, sir. You already know. I feel like this one's going to be a good night tonight, Yippee. I don't think we've had to defend a unit or defend anything all year yet in the first two cards.
Not really. We haven't really. I don't think we've had a bet yet where we were like opposites, but we've had a couple bets and picks different. Or not bets. I'm sorry. We had a couple of the same bets, and some picks are different here and there, but mainly we've been on the same page. But I don't know about this one. Maybe not. This one's weird. So
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But man, it's always good. We gotta go on the opposite sides. Give the fans what they want. Give the supporters what they want. Yippee though, man, you're the greatest, dude. You always come out. You got the kind words, man. Need the positive energy. That's how we win bets, and we need them after last week. That's for dang sure.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Grateful dude in the chat. He said it's good to have fights on again. Best of luck this weekend. Yeah, it's like Johnny said, I'm so happy to have a bunch coming on, and like they're just gonna, we're just gonna keep having shows, which is sweet. But then, like you said, after a while, you're gonna be like, oh man,
it just drags a little bit. But it's not that I don't like it. It's just like, oh man, I just want a little break here. But I'm still gonna do it.
I can't wait. I can't.
I'm not gonna struggle.
I can't wait to watch enough till I want that break, man. But it's gonna be nice, and we're gonna make some money. Make some money along the way. CJ UFC Picks is in the house. He said, new day, new card, new bets. I'm here to defend my motherfucking units. Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you coming out, Carlos. Everybody check out Carlos on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube under that name right there, CJ UFC Picks. He's been having some good dog picks this year, man. He's been doing great. He's been doing great for a year and a half now, so appreciate you coming out, hanging out. Can't wait to see what units you defend. Mushroom in the building. Mushroom MMA, what is up? Mushroom, check him out on Instagram or Twitter and YouTube, or X and YouTube. And then he has a live show tomorrow night at 10 p.m. on Thursday night. So check out Mushroom's live show. It's a great show. It sucks now. Now I got to work.
Cody, tomorrow is Wednesday.
Why do I keep thinking it's Wednesday right now? My brain, dude, I'm getting used to this new schedule because now I work.
No, I get you, dude.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday morning, and then Sunday, Monday night. So I work 2 days and then 2 midnights. So I'm getting used to it a little bit now, though. But my brain does feel a little. But Mushroom, yeah, man. Thursday night at 10 p.m. Check out his show. He puts on a great show. Have guests on. Sometimes it's just him, but great dude, great show, and he knows his stuff, man. So check him out. Scott Lawson, here's our dude. He said, I bet Johnny drunk on that Miller Lite and late last night. He was betting NBA. Guy has issues.
Hey man, I went 1-1. Came out with a little bit of money there, so win's a win. It's all right. NBA, it's all right. If I can come out with any kind of money on NBA, I'm good with that.
Yeah, team sports, man. Mushroom said, what up, Johnny? Our dude, Derek Izzy in the house. What is up? He said, what's up, fellow gens? Let's make some money and get back to positive for the year. Yes, sir, man. Everybody check out Derek Izzy on Instagram, too, because he puts out his algorithm picks every single week, and his algorithm does good with the picks and, like, the fight finish and stuff like that. So check out Derek Izzy on Instagram. And like I said, does have a great algorithm. I wish I knew how to do any computer stuff like that.
Yeah, me too.
Jumbo Loco in the building. He said, "What's up? What is up, everybody? A lot of dogs barking on this card. Let's bring in that cash. Definitely. I think there's a ton of dogs barking too.
I think I got a couple, at least a couple, maybe three, and that's a lot for me.
Yeah, that Philly boy. What's up?" He said, "Belbita with the upset."
It's possible.
I agree.
It's possible.
I agree, man.
I ain't touching that fight though.
Dude, there's one very big thing. Like, there's such a very big part of that fight that makes it. It's crazy. It's crazy. We'll get to it though. Derek said, to be fair, the fight finish algorithm said the Magny fight would end by finish, and it did with 30-something seconds left. Octagon Outcome MMA. What's up, boys? He said, "How are you tonight?" Great, man. We appreciate you coming out as always. He said too. He said dogs are barking. Check out his YouTube channel and on Twitter too, man. Puts out good information. And I agree, man. I agree. T, yes, what's up? T Bets in the house. What is up? Everybody follow T Bets. It's got to be T, right? T on Instagram. It's got to be T, dude. Yeah. Or I mean on X.
Oh yeah, Twitter.
Yep, Twitter. I don't call it anymore.
I just say Twitter, man. I just say Twitter until everyone calls it X. Every time I hear X, I'm just like, Twitter?
Yeah, it's gonna eventually. He should have came up with a better name than that.
X is dumb. I'll be honest. I don't.
So
like
you can say like your tweet. At least you tweet. Like you can't. Please re-X me or something.
He already had a great like, what do you call it? Marketing thing already with Twitter. Everybody knows what Twitter is. It's a tweet. Right. It's a retweet. It's this. You don't change it now. Everybody already knows it.
It's crazy. Shout out T coming out, hanging out with us. Let's see. This is a new name for me.
Xavi? Is it
Xavi? MMA? Is that are we saying it right? He said, "How's it going, fellas? Glad to catch a show coming out, talking with us, chatting with us, man. Let us know if we said that wrong. You might have to do the spell out and like
I can't even pronounce names when I'm looking
Xavi.
At it,
so I think
there's
it's
no way.
Zavi, maybe Zavi.
I think with the X, it's like it's a Z, but I could be wrong.
Wait,
like Zavi.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong.
Yeah, you probably are. You usually are.
I am. I really am.
That Philly boy said, "I hate that we use the term gatekeeper as a diss because oftentimes those are the guys." Yeah, I don't use it as a diss. He's just, he's tough. It kind of is, it kind of is, but it's just
it kind of is, but I respect
it's also a good thing because it's like you're good, but you're just like you're the gatekeeper to the best guys.
Yeah, it's just for me, it's like you're still good. You could still like go in there and fight your heart out, but you're just not gonna be a champion anymore.
And there's different gatekeepers too. Like there's top 5 gatekeeper, top 10K gatekeeper, top 15. Neil Magny's like a top 10 to 15.
Yeah, because like he peaks at a certain point, and that's
if you're top 100 gatekeeper now you're getting issues. You know what I mean? It's a tough career right there. Top 100 gatekeeper, 95 to 100. the dudes that are just coming in, 19 years old, just coming to beat you up. What's the one dude? Not even the top 100. Jay Ellis. He's like the top 500. Joseph, what is up? So this tough betting card. Yeah, it could be. Zach Fairfax, what is up, man? He said, "What's up, fellas? Fight week finally." It's been so long. It's been too long to have.
Yeah, and I hate losing right before a break because I always want to go right back in and win something.
Man, I went to the big break for the shutdown with a couple weeks, 3 weeks or whatever, plus freaking 1230 plus 12.3 units. So I felt good the whole break. Then I come back and lose it all back on one card. Siri CD won that fight. That's just
I thought he did too. It was close though, I will say, but I thought he won.
Like he won the second and third round. He was like he took a couple shots, but he delivered a ton of like head kicks, flying knees, all kind of. It was crazy. Ryan Jordan. Yeah, it was crazy.
I was gonna say it was just a crazy card. Like the judges were giving out these like 29-28s that didn't make any sense at all. Like in the Chris Curtis fight. Like
that was weird.
2 30-27s again, and then one rando Canadian judge probably gave him a 29-28. Mark Andre didn't win 2 rounds, guys. He might have won one.
That's just like on that Ricci fight, 30-27. There should have been 2 of them. 129-28 for Loopy. So I told you.
I tried to tell you.
We're gonna be back. Ryan Jordan said, "Sup, y'all?" He said, "Gonna bounce back after a rough week. Cards a little top heavy, but should be a lot of fun. Best show on YouTube right here. Let's go, Ryan, man. We appreciate that." Mushroom says, "Smash the like button."
Smash.
Yeah, he said, "Y'all tripping? I don't know what to do with myself on off weeks except get a head start on the future cards." Yep, yeah. I'm right. We're right there.
Bet a lot of NBA, NFL. I gotta do something. I'm like,
Yep. I needed I put in a parlay I watched at work. What did I need? Oh yeah. The dude for the Lions running back Gibbs to get like 49.5 yards rushing. He had like 45 in the third and then didn't get no more. And then I had like McCaffrey scores a touchdown and
that was easy.
McCaffrey with 84.5 yards rushing, and he got that right at the end. But I don't like betting on anything. I just have fun. It's like a $25 little stupid thing.
Yeah, I had a Gibbs touchdown. I didn't have him any yards or anything for my parlay.
What's up, that Philly boy? Yeah, we do our live shows on Friday night, man. Hit us up on like X or something so we can see what's up. And yeah, we're booked out right now for a little while, but we'll figure something out, man. You come and show up and support and stuff and do your stuff.
We always mark everybody down and
see what happens. Philly boy, remember that. What card will Cody versus Johnny be on? That's UFC 400. UFC 400.
He'll be like 52.
Dude, yeah, man. It's coming. It's coming. I'm trying to find a new betting system for UFC. Any advice?
Just depends on like, I mean, I don't know what you were doing before.
Right. Yeah. Stay away from
stick to single bets. There you go.
Yeah, that's how I say. Well,
start there and go from there.
Solar Warden in the house. What is up? He said, "What up, my cossacks? What's up, bro? Appreciate you coming out, man." Solar and follow Solar Warden. On
he keeps changing his freaking profiles. I just followed him the other day.
Yeah, it's
a different one.
Yeah, X.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'll have to check it up. I got to wrote down because he entered in my new Underdog thing, dude. I'm about to have another Underdog giveaway.
Sweet.
It's gonna be sick. Like Hamzat graded autograph, Shavkat autograph, Aspinall rookie autograph, Avalev rookie autograph, a badass Cyril Gahn rookie autograph, a bunch of bad stuff. Like it's gonna be a crazy giveaway, and I can't wait to do it. Dude, Jeff Pelton in the house said, "What's up, fellas? Big week, man. Appreciate the dono, Jeff. As always, dude. Always coming out support." Yeah, man. This is gonna be a big week. I feel good about the bets, and I'm still waiting on the casino to drop some lines, but we'll see what's up. Phantom Smeagol in the house said, "What's up, boys? Who's your best dog option?" There's so many. I don't know the best one. There's so many.
I know my best one because I bet it.
What's your best one?
Should I? Let's just wait.
Okay.
Hang around. You'll see the dog options.
Let's see. Herc MMA. He said, "The boys, what is up, Herc, man? Appreciate you coming out, dude, hanging out with us. It's gonna be a good show. Any action Effie in the building, any action sportscast is where you can find this dude breaking down all the fights, giving out good bets on Instagram, and he knows all the sports.
Hockey extraordinaire.
So check out any action sportscast on Instagram and YouTube. This is
Effie won me money on hockey because I bet him. He's like, "This is the biggest bet I had." And I'm like, "I'm following it."
Tailed it and it hit.
Boom.
I need to start doing that stuff, man. I'm so lazy. Said, "Hope y'all doing good." What up, Jordan? Yeah, man, we're doing great. Hope you're doing great too, dude. But everybody check out Effie though, for sure. Let's see, we got Carl Clock, my dude. What is up, man? He said, "Finally catching this show live." He said, "Can't wait to dive into your breakdown, Cody. Let's go. We're about to get into it right now. This is gonna be such a good card, man." T said, "Artem, hey, these two don't look very trustworthy." Yeah, says the dude from New Zealand. You know what I mean? I've heard a lot of bad things about it.
Let's go, Charlie. Oh,
yeah, Oh yeah. Everybody check out Artem too, man. He puts out excellent stuff on Instagram and YouTube, man. Puts out breakdown videos for all the different fighting organizations. So check him out. Izzy's in the building, so let's go, boys. Best of luck this weekend. Best of luck to you too, Izzy. We need it, man. We need it. We're gonna come back on a big card. I love these little Vegas cards in the little octagon, the Apex. It's the best, man. Let's see. Octagon Outcome MMA said the gatekeeper is respected role in the sport. It's actually strange how there are tiers of great gatekeepers within the rankings that consistently pull through.
I respect Neil Magny. I don't consider it a diss. It is what it is.
Yeah. The prelims are iffy. Yeah. Pink Floyd in the house. He said, "Dang, I'm late." He said, "Thought I'd end up right on time."
Well, you're on time. You know us.
we're about to start the breakdowns, but Scott too. Yeah, man, we appreciate you coming out too, and Pink Floyd always appreciates you coming out, man. Glenn bought 5,000 in the building. He said, "What's up, gentlemen?" He said, "I'm staying away from the staying up way past my bedtime in the Highlands, man. We appreciate you staying up and coming out and hanging out with us, dude, on your Tuesday night." UFC breakdowns in the building. He said, Montgomery and Gibbs have been money this year. Yeah. I have advice for strategy that has worked in the past 6-7 leg parlays, $5 a piece, and build your bankroll. Your most confident picks. Don't be afraid to use picks from 2 cards. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's see. Ray Torres said, "What's good, boys? Finally made a live show, man. We appreciate you coming out, Ray, and dropping the comment, man. Let us know when we go over these fights who you got, Ray. Real Fight Picks is in the building. We're going to do another show with him coming up too. Said best show in the fight game. Love you guys, man. We appreciate you coming out. You've been part of the show since the beginning, man, and every single week here. He's usually only on for the first hour, and then usually takes a boxing lesson from his wife, fiance. So, but he'll be here while he can, man. He'll be in and out.
He's always here in spirit.
Yeah. Joseph Bolger said, "Hockey go Bruins."
Let's go.
AJ in the house. He's here with us every single week of the show too. Said, yo, what's up, my guys? Let's go. All right. My fights are a little out of order, but it is what it is.
As always.
Not too out of order though. First fight. Temba Garimbo versus Pete Rodriguez. I'm gonna let you start this one, Johnny.
Yeah. This is the battle of a small guy versus a long and tall guy, because Pete Rodriguez should be a lightweight, but he just can't make that weight. So he's going up to welterweight, and he's just a small little chunky guy that could box you and has some power in his hands. And Garimbo is one of those guys, keeps his range well. He can get some takedowns, wrestling, all that good stuff. He's a little low volume on the feet, but he does keep his range well, like I said. So this is just a battle of who do you think is gonna prevail in the first round? Do you think Pete Rodriguez will get the knockout in the first round, or do you think Themba can survive and drag this into the later rounds and use his grappling and wrestling and get this fight to the mat, which he probably should, and he's gonna have the big advantage there? So I'm going with Themba. But there is that little scare that Rodriguez can get that knockout if he just comes rushing forward. And because Garimbo is a little, I don't want to say he's slow, but he's just like a little, sometimes he's a little hesitant, and then I can see him get knocked out. So not as super confident, but I am going with Garimbo because of the reach advantage and the wrestling and the grappling advantage. So that's where I'm at with this one. I'm going to stay away because I can see both sides happening. I mean, I know Rodriguez is a pretty big underdog, but I would just bet him by knockout or first round knockout, because he does not go into the second round. Every one of his 6 fights, mind you, which is another red flag for him. He's only had 6 fights. Have not seen round 2. So that's where I'm at. I'll say submission though in the late second round.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that pick. I'm with you on what you said. Temba's a lot bigger than Pete Rodriguez. Pete Rodriguez obviously ain't a welterweight because he must be a tweener. He can't make 155, and then he's just really small for welterweight. He is tough. He does have a Hall of Fame knockout, in my opinion, that should be immortalized in the Hall of Fame.
It is.
That knee to the face of Mike Jackson. That
was
nobody
nasty
in this world deserves that knee to the face more than Mike Jackson. So yeah, man, that was awesome. It's like you said, Pete Rodriguez got good hands, man. Obviously, good flying knee. He's got good power in it. He sets up combos. But he's fought low-level guys, and we really don't know what his cardio is like, because he is just dusting people in the first round, but it's like lower-level guys, and we haven't seen his grappling tested all that much at all. So we don't really know. I'm going to be honest. Like Temba Garimbo, long, tall dude, like you said, he's got a little bit of pop. You've seen him drop Takashi Sato, and then he's got relentless wrestling and good grappling too, and then he's just a big dude. And if we're going to be honest, like this is Temba Garimbo's fight. Like the UFC wants him to win. They're giving him this fight. They don't want Pete Rodriguez to win. Like Temba Garimbo's bringing in like a bunch of good energy and stuff. His videos with The Rock. He's training in a good camp. And I think they can want to kind of push him a little bit here, and they're giving him another dude, just like last time. Takashi Sato always gets beat by grapplers. You know what I mean? So they gave Temba him to get a win, and now this time they're giving him Pete Rodriguez, and he does have to worry about getting knocked out. But I think his pressure and pace, kind of stops a lot of that knockout stuff. And I think Pete Rodriguez, after grappling for a while, is going to get tired. And Temba's a big, strong dude for welterweight, So give me Temba Garimbo. I'm with you, man. I think he can get it done in the second, but we're gonna have to see, man, because both these guys' cardio is kind of bad. Like Timba's got a good 2-round cardio, and then the third he kind of slows down a little bit, but he fights through it. He don't give up. But you've seen like Takashi Sato started beating the crap out of him. He kind of slowed down against Fletcher, but I'm gonna take Garimbo, and I think that he can get this done. I think that Pete Rodriguez is gonna go out and throw some combos and stuff, and I think Garimbo is gonna either just land a takedown or push him up against the cage. Eventually get the takedown, take his back, and work on him and just tire him out. And then by the time, if it does make it to that second round, Pete Rodriguez will be a little bit more tired, probably not as dangerous. And then Garimbo can land another takedown. I think he can get him out of there by then. So I'm with you. I like Garimbo, and we'll see what happens. Pete by KO in the first hasn't dropped for me. Yep, I'd sprinkle because that does seem like his.
If you want to bet this fight though, and whatever side you're on, just do inside the distance, or not
that fighter win,
because I don't see this fight going to decision at all. I'd be shocked if it gets to round 3, to be honest.
Yeah. What's the under 1.5? Like -200 or something like that. Crazy, ain't it? But I don't know if it goes to that. Like if Pete Rodriguez can just survive on the ground, then it could go over 1.5. You just don't really know what his ground
under is only -125
for under 1.5. Oh no, crap. So then
Pete's never been in round 2. I like the under 1.5 actually more at that line. I thought it was more, like you said.
-1.5. Well, it makes sense because if Temba just goes out and wrestles him, though, you know what I mean? He could get through a round and a half before he gets finished, but I don't know.
I just think Pete has 2.5 minutes, and then he's going to start to fade fast.
Right, and he's short notice too, right?
I'll look.
Jumbo said, I'm Tembo all the way here, but if I could bet on this fight never happening due to weight issues, I'd drop 2 units on it, he said. Pete Rod is not UFC level, and Garimbo is subpar, but the much better fighter, in my opinion. Yep, can't trust either. I agree with that, Carlos. Scott said he need Michael Jackson in the face. Mike wasn't moonwalking nowhere that night. He was moon sleeping. Mike Jackson, man. No shout out to that.
No shout out.
No shout outs to that. Artem MMA Garimbo is terrible. I'm very tempted to pick Pete, but I can see Garimbo exactly. It's like it's a tough fight. Under 1.5 or Garimbo 2-3. Excellent picks, AJ. AJ always coming with the sharp picks, man. Tembo
you can do Pete round 1 and Thembo round 2 or 3. I think that's how it plays out.
Right, but then Pete could have terrible jiu-jitsu, and then Temba could get him to the ground and then just choke him out in the first round.
Themba has 8 or 9 submissions.
He's got.
I know they're low level guys, but Pete's a low level guy.
That's a fact.
6. I'm sorry, he has 6 submissions. So
Sneerius in the house. What's up, Sneerius, man? We appreciate you coming out, dude. He said, I'm staying away. Themba doesn't make the best decisions, and they're true that he's submission over position. He can get better, man. And Pete's so small. It's gonna be crazy.
There's so many ways that you can do this. That's why I'm just gonna stay away. I think probably, but I do like the under. Under 2.5 is money, but I'm sure that's -500 or something.
Yeah, FB said I don't know if it's only -125 for the under 1.5. It's probably only gonna be -180.
I'll check it out. I'll look at it for sure because I think this fight does not go to round 3. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he said honestly, I'm not impressed with them, but if he said that,
I'm not either. But
so many
look at the other side of things.
Zabi said Pete is just the wrong division. Temba sub incoming. I like it. Camden Gleason, what is up? He said, I don't think Grimbo is dangerous at all, to be honest. Okay. Camden ain't liking it. He hasn't looked too dangerous in the UFC yet, So
not yet. But we're talking about Pete.
AJ's on Pete KO though, man.
There you go.
Temba could very well get KO'd. Yeah. Pete's got good boxing, man. He's smooth.
He can
just hold on to opponents on the over 1.5 at +100. I don't mind it. Next fight. Yeah, this one's back here. These ones are earlier in my stuff because one was a replacement, so I had to change it out, and then this other one came late too, a little later. But Randy Brown versus Muslim Salikhov. Yeah, I'll start this one. This is another tough fight to call, man, because both these guys kind of do some point fighting stuff from the outside, and Randy Brown's a tall, long dude, but he's not really throwing with all that much heat. And all his wins are going to be close because he doesn't really separate himself. Like, he doesn't really drop people too much. He usually isn't just able to impose his grappling like crazy, or not unless he's fighting like Oliveira. So not Cowboy Oliveira, not Charles. But
I know. Trust me.
Yeah. But yeah, man. And he's got good grappling though. Like, Randy Brown's grappling is not that bad, but I just don't think his wrestling's all that great. Muslim Salikhov, he's a striker. He's got that Sando kickboxing style, but he's from Dagestan, so he's got a little bit of wrestling. Like, it's not like he's easy to take down, and if he wants to use wrestling, he can, but he tends to slow down when he grapples more. So this fight, like, I think that the Muslim has the wrestling to keep it standing. So I see it being a slower paced kickboxing match where both dudes land some decent shots. But I think that Randy Brown would just be a little more active. And then I think in the third round, Randy Brown will have a little bit more cardio to get this win. But I don't see him, like, you know what I mean? Like, being minus 250 domination here. I think it could be a decently close fight because Randy Brown don't really dominate anybody. Like, he could have lost to Wellington Turman. Like, in the last fight, it was very, very close, even though they gave it to him. But give me Randy Brown, and I'm going to say by a close decision.
Yeah, I'm with you here. Maybe I'm a little bit more confident in Randy Brown. I think he gets this one done. Probably the way that you said it too. He's going to have the big reach advantage. He's going to be taller as well. I think it's going to give Muslim a little bit of problems because Muslim does like to use those like spinning back kicks and all that good stuff. And it's going to be hard to reach those up there, especially at the age of 39 years old, probably 45. Let's be honest. And he's slowing down. Like, I love it. But Muslim, you've seen in his last couple of fights, like, he's slowing down with his cardio. He looks good in the first, though, I'll tell you that. But after that, you could tell a big difference slowing down after that. So I think Randy Brown will have the better cardio. I think he can stay at range. And if Muslim tries to wrestle, it's only going to gas him out even more. And I think Randy Brown will be okay. He's going to have the better, I think he has better grappling. I think he'll be safe. And I don't think that'd be a good idea for Muslim, actually. I don't think he should wrestle Randy Brown. I think Randy Brown probably wants him to. So give me Randy Brown. I think he wins by decision. I could see maybe a third round finish. It would probably be by a submission. Maybe he takes his back up against the fence or something crazy like that, but not like a traditional crazy take him down and work on top and then get the arm triangle or anything like that. But give me Randy Brown by decision. I like him. I like him a little bit more than Cody does, though.
Yeah. You don't have any bets on him or anything?
I do.
Okay.
But I'm not like, he's maybe in my top 5, if you want to say. I think this is a hard card for me. Like, there's a lot that's in the middle where I'm like, I feel confident to pick him, but should I bet him? Like, one of those cards.
Right.
But I think he's in my top 5. I think he gets this done. Now, is there a chance Muslim wins? Yeah. I mean, yeah, he can maybe knock him out in the first round. But I think after the first round, it's Randy Brown all day. Yeah.
I agree with that. It should just be a close fight because Salikhov's not bad. I mean, he's got a win over Lizy Zaleski dos Santos like maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Yeah. I mean,
it's you know what I'm saying?
But Randy Brown's good too. He just his only downfall, like you said, he just makes fights closer than probably he should.
Well, he's not a finisher. Like one of the rules I'm thinking, I already use it usually. That's why I don't parlay too much because it keeps me away from like the Mike Malats and all that stuff. But like the only way, like I really want to bet, like when I look at my parlays, for the most part, not all the time, but for the most part, if I want to bet somebody that's over like 250, minus 240, minus 250 or above, like I want him to be finishing. I don't want to be like, all right, this dude's minus 250. I'm going to take him and he's probably going to win a good decision. Like but I've done it before. Don't get me wrong. Cause sometimes you're like, he's just going to dominate this decision. Like even you take like a Strickland and be like, yeah, he's probably not going to finish the dude, but he's going to dominate. But, because man, it sucks having these minus 300-400s. You know, the fight's going to go to decision. It's most likely going to be decently close. And I do it all the time too. So it's like, But
I just think if you think about it, for me, it's like, who's going to be the minute winner here? I think it's Randy Brown. So I'm okay.
He's
I'm
got more
okay with
volume.
that. Yeah. And I just think Muslim is more for the moments, especially early. That's why I said I think if it gets in the round 2, I think Randy Brown will win rounds 2 and 3 for sure. If he doesn't win round 1, then he's going to win rounds 2 and 3. He could win 30-27.
Yeah, he could.
I don't see a finish in this fight.
If you don't 30-27, Wellington Turman, I don't know. That was a closer fight, but Wellington's looked decent here and there. Let's see. Touch 'em Up podcast is in the house, though. Everybody check out Touch 'em Up podcast, YouTube and on Instagram, putting out good picks, good bets. Puts out their bets before the fight, so check them out, man. They know what's up, man. Appreciate you coming out, hanging out, and supporting. Brown wins. Muslim is old and slow, and the only way he will win is a crazy KO. Jumbo says I like Brown, but I'm not as confident in him as a lot of people are. Yep, I'll just watch this one. Smaller cage helps Muslim. Exactly. Randy won't be able to circle out as much, but I think Brown wins. Yep. Thomas Hewitt in the building. Brown didn't look great against Turman. Not at all. He's never really looked great in any of his fights, if you think about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like the Oliveira one, he looked decent. Yeah. But everybody looks decent against Oliveira. And then even when he fought Jared Gooden, which Jared Gooden's, a good fighter, but he's not like the top of the line. And that was a close fight.
If you look at both these guys' resumes, they're almost like identical with like level of competition. It's weird. Yeah. Like you can't really give anybody an edge really, unless you literally favor like this fighter. Like that's one of your like.
They've been beating like the top, fighting the top 20, 25 to 30 for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it should be a pretty decent fight, but I would not be completely shocked if Muslim won this fight. Yeah, AJ said no bet, but picking Brown since he's from Queens, New York. Yeah, got to represent. Bunny Hunter 09 in the building says super late. My bad, guys. Let's go. UFC. Man, Bunny's been being late a lot lately. You know what I mean, Johnny? He used to be on time.
I think I remember Bunny saying someone else was late all the time, or we were late all the time. It's crazy.
Like 2 minutes like this, 44. So that's like catch up like 20. Wow, what is up, Bunny Hunter? So I do both. So man, we appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us every week. Who's your lock of the card, Bunny Hunter? A dog, too, because Bunny Hunter is good at picking the dogs, man. Facts, Cody. At minus 300, I need to know the other person might die in there. Yeah.
Well, I didn't get him at minus over.
Chalk outlines, baby. Thomas said Salikhov is good at creating a slow potting fight, waiting for a counter. Fought okay against Dobby. He did. He definitely did. Touch him up. Marquel Madero's going down in price. Seems good for my wallet this week. Definitely going to be a good fight, man. UFC breakdowns on PD Rodriguez. Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm okay with it.
I don't mind. Hey, man.
It's a chance.
Yep. Men's flyweight, 125. Charles Johnson and Zot Maksum. And it's your start, Johnny. It's your start, Johnny.
Good old Charles Johnson on short notice, the mythical fighter. I think this is probably his like 5th fight on short notice in the UFC. It's crazy. But we all know who he is. He has bad a haircut. He's a pretty decent striker. His takedown defense isn't good, but he's got a very good get-up game. And he can be controlled with really good grapplers or wrestlers. But, he does fade a bit, especially on a short notice fights. So it's something to think about. But Cody's showing off his cookies. Was it cookies? I saw like it last second. Oh, cookies and cream bites. Oh, look at you. Maksum, though, I mean, he's a decent, well-rounded guy. Solid striking. He's got good power, too. Takedowns are just okay. He's got good grappling. He has some submissions, too. He's just a little... wouldn't classify him as amazing anywhere, but he's, like, good everywhere. But we've seen him in his last fight, too, which was a little lackluster, his UFC debut, but it was a UFC debut. Man, I think Maksum wins this fight because I just can't trust Charles Johnson at all. Whatsoever. I think his only real win was Jimmy Flick, and he's durable as hell, and he's not a finisher whatsoever except Jimmy Flick, when that's not saying much. So I think Maksum gets this one done by decision. I love the over 2.5. This is going over 2.5. I don't see Johnson getting finished in this fight, but I don't think he's going to win either. So give me Maksum to win. And I'd rather play the over 2.5 than pick a side, actually.
Yeah, that's a good breakdown, man. Maksum's good everywhere. His striking is just as good, probably better than his grappling, to be honest. If you watch him on the regional,
I think so too.
He's got pretty good wrestling and jiu-jitsu, but he's not one of the like he doesn't just go out there and wrestle guys and dominate them. He's got good striking. He's got good power. He's crisp. He's fast. He's technical. And like Charles Johnson, good striking, but he's like low output, and he's a mosquito when he hits. Like he has no power unless he's hitting Jimmy Flick. But he's low output. He can be taken down. He can be controlled a little bit. He'll get back up. But even like in the third round, if somebody gets tired, he can't finish him because he's not dangerous at all. This fight, if I would compare it to a fight, so Azat, I love Azat here. I think he's going to beat up freaking Charles Johnson because I think he can beat him anywhere. He's going to land some takedowns. He landed 2 takedowns on Tyson Nam, even though he didn't get much control. Dude, Tyson Nam's takedown defense is phenomenal. If anybody's ever watched him, that's one of his best traits. Like if you're going to fight Tyson Nam, that fight's staying on the feet. Like he doesn't really get taken down. Azat got 2 on him. He should be able to get some takedowns here on Charles Johnson, maybe like 1 or 2. But I like his striking anyways. Like if Ode Osborne can mix in his striking and grappling and beat Charles Johnson, Azat can too. Like Azat has better striking than Ode Osborne. His hands are crisp, dude, and he throws good combos and they're straight punches. So it's not like if he comes out here and can't take Charles Johnson down and can't hold him down, like he's screwed. Like he's got better wrestling, better jiu-jitsu, and I think he actually has better striking with more pop in his punches. He has good cardio. Everything checks out here. Charles Johnson, like you said, taking another fight on short notice, and he's just okay everywhere except takedown defense, where he's terrible. But like pretty good cardio. But like you said, the dude don't get
durability is through the roof.
Yeah, never been finished. Been in there with some good dudes, some good submission guys, some power hitters. Never been finished. So I like Azat. I like Azat by decision, and I think that it'll be a pretty good fight. You know what I mean? Most people don't just dominate Charles Johnson, but like I think Azat gets the clear decision here, man. I think that he might even be able to drop Charles Johnson. Like I like his hands. His hands are crispy, and then he's got like I said, the wrestling to mix it in. So
yeah, the blueprint's there for Charles Johnson, like how to beat him. Like people have done it. Like you said, O'Day's done it. This Rafaela, whatever his name is, Estevam or whatever, did it.
Yeah, Estevam. Yeah.
Mukayev did it. Like just you literally wrestle him or grapple him for 2 rounds. You bank those 2 rounds because everybody banks them, and then survive the 3rd round. You're going to win the fight. I'm not saying he should do that, Maksum, but you could do that. Like you win every freaking time.
Yeah. Yep. Johnson isn't anything great and loses another close fight to Maksum. Give me the over. I like it too, man. Maksum by split plus 700 on Bet Online. Think Johnson gets out grappled here, but hope he keeps it close. I have plus 700. It's pretty good.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. Charles Johnson is booty. It's like on Idiocracy, the movie Ass. Jesus, and balls. What is it? Balls. All my balls.
I forgot about that movie.
Dude, Idiocracy. That's the world we're living in, dude. Idiocracy is one of the best movies ever made.
If we're not there, we're getting there.
They're like Brando, it's what plants crave. Pouring Gatorade into the crops. He does have good hands, Matt. He does. Nam is hard to beat for anybody. He really is. Nam's good. I mean, pretty good. Gatekeeper. Words getting thrown around. Nam is former Bellator champ. He is. And he's got great takedown defense. So you're going to strike with him, and then he's got good striking. You just got to stick to the outside and not get hit with them big shots like Ode was supposed to do until he threw that flying knee in the air. Remember that? Cost a ton of money.
Yep.
I see John. I don't see. Oh, AJ said, I don't see Johnson taking the O here. Okay. AJ's on him.
Yep.
Okay. Johnson's not good. Yeah, I'm with you. Just tough he is. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if you get out grappled by Ode, then you aren't. Yep. I would look for Johnson in round 3 if you're siding with him. Probably late if he wins here. Yeah, that's a tough ask though.
Very tough.
Hey, next fight's in the women's flyweight division. We got Molly McCann versus Diana Belbita. I start this one right.
Yep.
Yeah. So. Diana Belbita. So it's crazy. It doesn't even make sense because I don't know why I wrote that down. I must not. Yeah. Dude, so Diana Belbita is plus 230, right?
Around, yeah.
Against a girl that's 30. What is she? 30, about to be 34 or 35. About to be 34 in like 3-4 months, right? And she's dropping down to 115 for the first time in her life to fight a girl, to come down to fight a bigger girl that's a way bigger 115, right? And Molly McCann, she usually has like her little power behind her. She's like a little thick girl, boom, whatever, meatball. I think her name's Meatball because she like worked at a sub shop though, like when she used to train. Yeah. So, but I like Deanna Belbita a lot in this fight. If you watch the first fight, like, yeah, she got beat a little bit, but like the first round was super close. She got taken down with like 15 seconds left. This was 4 years ago, right? Up at 125. It's her debut. She's fighting Molly McCann, who's fought in the UFC a bunch. Second round was decent until she got taken down. She started getting beaten up off the takedown. And the third round was nice and close. So it's been 4 years, right? Molly McCann, I don't know if she's gotten that much better since then. Like, and she's taken some losses. So, and she's almost 34. So she's like trying to change her career. When have we ever seen it go good for anybody that's freaking dropping down a weight class? Like anybody. I think
Jillian Robertson.
Yeah. Maybe her, but she's got a specific fight style. You know what I mean? A specific game plan where she's going to come out and just grapple you. She's not just a girl that's okay everywhere and like going to drop down a weight class. Like Jose Aldo, and then not too many other people. Like I bet if we look back like Dan Hooker and you just look at all the people who else dropped the weight, people going up in weight do a little better, but people dropping weight, when has it really worked out? Like you said, Jillian Robertson's been looking decent, but that's just because she does have a straight game plan. If I'm going to come out and if I can out grapple you, I will, and I'll win. If not, I'm tapped the reach. He's going to beat her. But here, I think her coming down to 115, she's not going to even have the strength advantage over Belbita like she did at 125. I don't think that her striking's that much better. I think Belbita's gotten a little better, and I think it's going to be really close. And then the big thing is I think Belbita's improved her grappling a ton. So I don't think that, and even in that first fight, like Belbita had decent moments on the ground with sweeps. So I think that I think Belbita's improved more. I think the weight class helps her more. I think that Molly McCann isn't all that great anyways. And the first fight was close. And I think since then, Molly McCann hasn't gotten that much better. And Belbita has gotten better. Even though she's not great, she's gotten better. And I think that she can win this fight, man. I really do. So I'm taking Diana Belbita. And plus, Molly McCann dropping weight, I don't think it's that good for her. I don't know. I think Diana Belbita wins this fight, man.
Yeah, that's a big red flag for me. I forgot to mention that in my breakdowns, but I didn't know that, but I just didn't say it. There's just a lot of red flags in this fight. The line's ridiculously awful. Like, it should be closer. Like, I will say that. But I am going to stick and pick Molly McCann. And the only reason why is because I do not trust Belbita at all. We've tried Cody together to pick her, and she should win these fights, and she makes dumb mistakes. And I'm not saying that Molly doesn't make dumb mistakes, but this is a fight where she's not fighting a grappler or a wrestler. Even though Belbita can grapple, she's a striker. She's not going to try to go for any grappling situations unless she's just losing the striking exchanges horribly, like she did against Kovacevic or whatever. I think that was her name last fight. But man, this is just a weird fight. Again, like there's just so many red flags, and I just can't. The only thing I would maybe bet is the over. But even then, I'm still like, I don't like the price, like minus 270 or whatever it's at. But I'm picking Molly McCann to win by decision. I just think she gets it done. It's going to be a close fight. And Belbita, to me, is super hittable. She does not move her head whatsoever. And she actually, I think, puts her head forward more so. And she just kind of does one of these sometimes. And it's like weird. And I'm just like, man, Molly McCann and she's shorter, she can get the uppercut. And I'm just like, maybe get some takedowns too. It's just I see so many outcomes in this fight, so I'm staying away. But Molly McCann's the pick. I'm not confident whatsoever. I'm staying away.
Yeah. Man, dude, you know what I mean? You got a plus 230 right there. That's like if we
if you want to bet it, yeah, that perfect. Yeah, but I'm just going with my pick.
I like what Pink Floyd said. He said that what is it? I
would never bet Molly McCann at minus 270 or whatever it is right now.
No way. People that last time when Julija broke her arm off, everybody was like, Molly's going for the title. I said, dude, she's about to get blood.
Well, that was one of the reasons why I'm never going to pick Molly McCann, or bet her, I should say. But this is, like I said, she's not fighting a very good grappler or wrestler. That's her downfall. She literally has zero jiu-jitsu. Zero, guys.
What if Belbita can take her down now?
I don't think she's going to be able to get a finish, though.
Right.
I really don't. And not to say that she can't do it. I think she can, but I don't know if she will too. Like, I don't think she's going to be losing so bad on the feet where Belbita's going to be like, I need to switch up my game plan from striking. That's what happened with the Kovacevic fight. She did start going for takedowns because she was losing the striking exchanges badly. Like, she was getting beat up. Her face was like all bruised everywhere. Maybe a little bit of blood. I can't even remember, but it was bad. Like, she was touching her up the whole fight. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yep. Our boy Cucumber RX, what is up, Don? He said, "Hey, my boy, so blessed to check in with you, man. How you been doing? I hope you've been doing good this year, Don. Man, it's been cold out. It's been cold where you at? Everywhere?
I mean, like 2 weeks ago it was freezing, but now it's like 40s and rain. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's been raining for a week now.
I feel like I'm living in Seattle.
Yeah, appreciate you coming out, Don, and always talking with us, man. Let us know who your favorite play is tonight, man. Sneerius small cage may work in Molly's favor here. Yeah, definitely a possibility. If Molly doesn't get first round KO, this fight is 50-50. I agree with that, Don.
I think it's 50-50 or either way.
Molly McButter is just salty enough to cover the spread and win a decision. Okay, I'll take McCann reluctantly. That's
about where I'm at.
Damn, Cody Carlos lost -1 VFS. What's that?
I don't know.
Carlos? CJ UFC picks? Or Cody Carlos. Is that a person? Is Cody Carlos a person? It's a pretty cool name.
It is.
Yeah, I'll take it. Appreciate the bookie man coming out though. Let's see. McCann versus Belbita. Dinah's lost to any good competition. Her wins aren't impressive either. Striking and physique are improving, but everything else is not. Yeah. Natalia Silva, round 3 or points, make your money and thank me later. That -350.
I like the round 3 or decision prop for her a lot.
Yep.
Hopefully it's like almost like pick 'em or plus money. Whew.
Yeah, AJ said he's got Belbita. Matt said, can we talk about the Natalia? Yeah, she did. Yeah, but Blade is not bad, dude. Blade is not bad. But yeah, it's real deal. That's a tough fight. Ice Viking series. So what's up, dudes? Lurking and listening at work again. Let's go, Ice Viking.
Sneaky son of a bitch.
Yes, he is. He's been listening and lurking and sneaking at work, listening to us for years, man. We appreciate it, Ice. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us, brother. Jeff Pelton, first fight was good, was a good watch. Molly had the more powerful strikes. Diana looked hot.
It's true.
Facts. Those are the facts. Yeah. He said, I'm talking about Carlos Hernandez. I was on here. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. He got fucked up.
Who did he lose to?
Yeah, he got fucked.
I can't remember, but I know he lost. Did he get subbed?
Tatsuro.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Well, Tatsuro's a savage, though, dude.
Yeah.
But maybe it was the one, too, when he fought Bandar. Carlos Hernandez beat the shit out of Bandar.
Oh, yeah, he did. That slam was killed.
Oh, yeah. The bookie man, trains with them. Yes, okay. Valley Flow Strike, yeah. Tiara. He's a bad dude. He's a dark horse of that 125 division, dude.
Tiara's amazing. He's going to be good. They are he is slowly working up the rankings perfectly. I love it. Like, he's not taking these huge steps.
Yeah, like Bakayev wants to, but keeps not. He keeps calling out, I want Pantoja.
It's like, dude, he barely beat Charles Johnson.
Yeah. Let's see. Do your homework. Let's make sure there's no OnlyFan fade. Johnny, check everywhere if there's Molly McCann nudes and let me know for MMA betting research, of course. Sheesh, meatball nudes. Okay. All right. She has not beaten anybody, but I feel like she's got better. And I feel like the first fight, it was close. Like, besides the one part where Molly got on top of her and started Molly whopping her for like 40 seconds, like the rest of the fight was pretty close. And I just feel like since then, like, Diana's gotten better. And then that 125, but yeah. I mean, Molly's not that good though. You know what I mean?
Like, I think both aren't that great. Let's be honest. They're not. This is low-level women's MMA. What do? You stay away or you bet the underdog. Like, literally. That's it.
Yep. Scott said, I'll look for meatball nudes for science, of course. Just tape study and weight watching. He's make sure that she's cutting weight and all that. Let's see. Okay. Next fight, men's lightweight. Marquel Maderos versus Landon Quinones. I'm gonna let you start this one off.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun fight. This is one of them I actually kind of looking forward to. Both guys are like kind of, newer in their careers. They're young, 27, 28. I know Quinones had made his UFC debut against Nazrat, and Medeiros is making his UFC debut now. I think both these guys are on the same level, if you want to say. But the difference for me from both guys, I think they're both good. I just like Medeiros' striking a little bit more. I think he's a little bit more technical, and I know he keeps his hands low, which I don't really like too much, but I just don't think Landon is going to be able to knock him out that way. But I do like Landon's wrestling a little bit more too. He's a little bit more well-rounded than Medeiros is, but Medeiros has very good takedown defense. So like I said, you can go back and forth with this one. I'm just leaning Medeiros here. The line is moving down a bit, which I'm watching very closely because I do like him as a bet if it gets to where I like. But I don't mind anybody taking a shot on Landon here. I think both guys are good. I think this is going to be a fun fight. I think they're both, like I said, both on the same level where they're at in their careers. They fought kind of almost the same competition, other than Nazrat. But I know that was on short notice. But yeah, give me Medeiros to win. I think this is going to be a decision. I think both guys they're both tough. They've both never been finished. They both do finish people, but they haven't been finished yet. So we'll see what happens here. But I'm going to go with Medeiros to win by decision.
Okay. Yeah. Man, this is gonna be a good fight between two pretty good prospects.
Yeah.
Marquel Maderos has good Muay Thai, dude. He's got good Muay Thai striking. He's got good leg kicks. Obviously, he's got a pretty good flying knee. Fast boxing with with both hands. He can throw in combo. Both hands are fast. Both hands got some power in it. He's got good offensive and defensive grappling. Like, I think he probably has the better offensive wrestling here, just because I've seen him use it more in fights. Like Medeiros, I've seen him use, like, Medeiros has good wrestling too, but he always uses it to stay up. But because if you go back and watch Medeiros, like, he's fought some pretty good people. I don't know what the fuck happened to him on the Ultimate Fighter, and when he fought Jason Knight, dude, and then he just like froze up and gets beat up standing up, and then gets choked out by Jason Knight, who should have never have beat him. Because if you go back and watch, like, Landon Quinones, like, he has a split decision loss to Imavov. You know what I mean? Where they had a good fight where Imavov couldn't even take him down the whole fight, but just held him up against the cage a lot. But so Quinones has good defensive wrestling. Like I said, Medeiros gets good Muay Thai, good leg kicks, power in both hands, and he's fast, man. But Landon Quinones, I think so Medeiros, when I watch him fight, and a lot of his I don't know what the hell's in my throat. When I watch him fight in his earlier fights,
you're dying.
He has good striking. Yeah, I'm about to take a drink. He has good striking, but I've seen him in fights where he can start getting beat up a little bit in the striking or not feel comfortable, and then he uses his wrestling. You know what I mean? And then he'll get the takedowns, and he'll end up winning. There was a dude he fought that was like 6'3", and the striking was pretty decent in that one, but then he had to use his grappling a lot in that. But in this fight, I think Quinones has better striking. I think his striking is more technical. Like, he has good technical straight punches. Quinones has really good leg kicks with both legs. Like, he kicks with his lead leg and his back leg. I really like that. That's how he was getting harassed so good. But so the reason I came up with Landon Quinones to win this fight is because I think that the striking is going to be pretty good, but I think that Quinones is going to have better striking. In the end, like, when it comes down to it, is just technical striking with putting the pressure on. You've seen how good he was doing with hack press and stuff. And then when Medeiros chooses to wrestle, like I seen him do in his his regional scene fights, when he didn't like the striking a little bit, he would wrestle and grapple guys. And I don't think he's going to have that option here. I think that Quinones can keep it standing, because I've seen him like fight really, Imavov, really good wrestlers, and stop that wrestling. So I'm going to take Quinones. And I think that he just, like I said, keeps this fight standing, and they strike, and it's still a good striking match. But I'm going to take Quinones, man. I think it's decision, because Madero seems really tough. Quinones, he's tough too. And I see it going over, man, over 2.5. And I got Quinones by decision, man. I honestly think that he's going to be able to have the little bit better striking, because that Issa dude that Medeiros fought on the Contender Series, like, that dude didn't want to strike at all. He tried to wrestle Medeiros and then couldn't get him down, and then was just like fucking a little bit scared. And that's when and Medeiros was just walking him down like Medeiros is the baddest striker on earth. but it was really because that Russian dude didn't want to strike with him. He tried to grapple him, couldn't grapple with him, and was like, oh shit. So, but
well,
yeah,
if
man,
we can't grapple with him, then I don't know if Quinones is going to be able to grapple with him.
no, Quinones is going to keep this fight standing, is what I'm saying. He's not even going to try to grapple. I think Quinones, Quinones, I think Maderos is going to be the one trying to grapple here. He's the only one I've seen in. Yeah, he's the only one. I mean, I've seen him win.
Maybe we think the opposite.
Yeah, I've seen Maderos though win fights with grappling, and then like Quinones, I've only seen him use his grappling defensively, like against Imavov, and then even on like the Contender Series. But yeah, man, I do think that Quinones is going to have slightly more technical striking, and I think that he's going to be able to tear up the legs of Maderos a little bit, and I think that Maderos is going to want to wrestle, and I don't think he's going to be able to wrestle, and then I think Quinones is going to be able to win the striking. I don't know if he gets him out of there, but dude, them leg kicks that he was hitting hack ass, making him switch stances, like hurting him bad with them.
He doesn't check leg kicks though at all.
Yeah, but we don't know if Maderos does either. So, but this is going to be a good fight between two pretty good prospects. I would have waited to make this fight if I was be honest, but let's see. The bookie man said, Cody, send me address to ship a couple signed cards to. I got you. Are you on X or Instagram? If you're on X or Instagram, hit me up, and for sure, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. Octagon says Lando dog. I like it. Izzy says Quinones. Let's go. Matt R says Santino.
I see a lot of people on Quinones, and it kind of scares me. I'll be honest.
He's just more proven. Like, he's just fought tougher people. But then, like, the only thing that really kept me off, because I could have got him at like plus 150 or 60 or 70, I think. He said Jason Knight fight. It's like, what happened? I don't know what happened. If you watch it,
he was, and even you can say the Nazareth fight a little bit too. Like, he was looking good early, and then I know it was short notice.
Folded and got beat by Jason Knight in like 35 seconds. Like the crazy, and it's like that's not even this kid's like. But yeah, man, he just it's so weird. But he says Santino DeFranco says to take the over in this fight as well, Johnny.
I mean, I like the over a lot too. Like, I like Maderos, and I like the over in this fight.
Ryan said, not sure why Quinones is in the UFC. Like, good against Nazareth.
He's not bad.
Yep. Going with my Puerto Rican brother, Marquel Myers. Let's go. Okay.
Myers.
That's a weirdest Puerto Rican last name I see, but no.
Yeah, it is. It is a tough fight. I don't blame anybody for picking anybody here, to be honest. Like, this is going to be a very good fight. This is one of them I'm actually looking forward to.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Both these dudes are good, man. They'll both be in the UFC after this fight, too. Yo, we back. Blood money is money. Let's go. Fight nights are for the dogs. You ain't lying. There's so many dogs I like on this card. So many. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us again for another year in 2024. Euphoria, man. We appreciate you. My fight of the night. Yeah, AJ ain't lying. What do you mean, Ryan? Do you think see, he isn't bad. Look how he did against Nazareth. Let's see. I auto fade Factory X debuting fighters. You don't like Maderos out of Factory X? Okay.
Yeah, that's another reason why I kind of like him. He's
Maderos, who's trained. But Quinones, no, he trains at Killcliff or one of them, don't he?
Oh, does he?
Yeah, Quinones is out of Florida.
I thought it was some other. Let me look.
No, he trains out of like Killcliff or.
I'm only going by Tapology, so I could be wrong. It could be out of date. It says MMA Science Academy.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that.
No, if you go click in the middle,
Florida.
Here, let me show you something. I'll show you something. Let me show you something, Johnny. Okay.
Let me show you something.
So, if you go here, so if you click, I know if you click on Landon Quinones, is my thing coming up?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know if you click on Landon Quinones and come down here, right?
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, okay. So it says right here under affiliation MMA Science Academy. Yeah. What you got to do, though, is you got to come back and you click here in this middle thing in the prelim, and it'll show you like up-to-date stuff. So then when you scroll down, see Jim, and then it's got Killcliff and the Goat Shed. So primary. Okay. So, and then you got Factory X Muay Thai. But yeah, because sometimes they'll update it. I don't know why they don't just update it in the regular thing, too. Yeah. But yeah.
Interesting.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
But
Either way,
they're both good prospects.
Fantastic fight.
Yeah, phenomenal. I bet Madero's and but yeah, and he was a dog there. Not sure about him here. Yeah, M the Great. What's up too? Madero's beat a Russian, so his line is inflated, and I don't think that Russian was that great. Yeah, through that. It's going to be 3 full rounds of strikes. Yup. Looks
I'm
like
just
over
I'm just
2.0.
rooting for America. Let's be honest.
Okay.
They're both American.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Madero's will be the one wrestling. He wrestles a lot.
All right.
In the lower level, but I don't think he's gonna be able to. Apex
I
scares
know.
me.
I think it's going to be the opposite. I think Madero's is going to actually have the better striking, and I think Landon's going to actually go to his wrestling because he's going to need to. But
Possibility.
I could see that the other way too. Like, I think this is that close of a fight, though.
It's going to be close. I don't think. I
wasn't going to touch
finishers too. That's what's crazy because I think Madero's. Both of them are finishers, right?
Yeah, Madero's has like 8 knockouts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No,
so
6.
like that's what's tough too about the over. So he's got 2 decision wins, 6 knockouts though, and then I know Quinones. I think he's got
Landon's
3 decisions,
got
1.
6
so he's
finishes.
finished 6 out of 7.
They both have 6 finishes.
Yeah, so they finished 6 and 12 out of what, like 14, 15 wins. But yeah, man, it's going to be a really good fight. I'm looking forward to this one as one of the best. Apex scares me with the over-under. It definitely does, especially with the pace Landon fought Nazareth. And he came in on short notice fighting that pace too. I feel like playing the over-unders is the way to play most on this card. I like them too. I've been waiting to see.
Yeah.
MMA Jesus 420 in the building. What up, Dev? He said, what up, mofos, man? We appreciate you coming out, Dev. Everybody check out Dev on YouTube, on Instagram, and Twitter, man. MMA Jesus 420 puts out good stuff, good content all the time.
Yes, sir.
Good at picking underdogs, man. Good dude, too. Right? So I'm not necessarily saying he's bad. He's definitely not bad. I just feel like we're more deserving of fighters from the last tough season. But that was like, yeah, I agree with that at the end too, Ryan. I really do. About his personality on the show was like, it was terrible. So might be somewhat of a bias. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Though, like when he was in the kitchen talking crap with like Roosevelt Roberts and all them. And I think maybe even Jason Nice. Madero saw day. Dev's on the dog, or I mean on the fave on this one. Still appreciate your opinion, Ryan. For show. Let's see. Oh shit! I didn't know that Blood Money, the Tapology Camp thing. Yeah, man.
It's weird because I like went down there, like you saw it, I went down to that. I saw MMA Science. I don't even know where that's at.
Yeah, because that's why I'm looking before. Because I did it the one time because I'm like, man, I know they're not training there. I know they train at a new camp. It was not that fight. It was the long one. And I'm like, so I'm clicking other stuff, and then I see that, and it's like, why not? If you put it there, then put it on their Tapology page. If you know he changed, you like put and then do it like that. Put Killcliff primary, Goat Shed secondary. This kid's been training with the best too. Both these kids. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Two, and they're good stride. They're both already polished, dude, for their age and coming. I don't know why they're fighting each other, to be honest, this early. Miller Lite in America, baby. Let's go. Right. Damn, thanks, Cody. You know how much Googling I've been doing to find that? Yeah, man. Yeah, it saves me a lot. There's so many things, dude, but no problem, man. I think Madero's has more creative striking that will cause problems. Yep.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, somebody put that on out Twitter about how to find their freaking camp because it's literally like, if not, like Pink Floyd says, I used to do that too. Go typing through like, man, this dude, or go to Instagram, try to figure out pictures of freaking who they're training with and to put it together. But no, man. Yep. Very tight fight. Yep. Ryan, I'm losing to Jason Knight. Yeah. But it was crazy. It doesn't make no sense how that happened. I think it was just the bright lights and just like he was fighting. He thought he was fighting the old Jason Knight. I don't know why. Because like you watch him fight early in career, dude's tough. Yeah. Quinones a dog. Say less. Yeah. It's a good fight though. Good breakdowns. Good fights. Next fights in the men's featherweight division. We got Blake Builder versus Jiang Yang Lee. Who started last one? Johnny, I think I did, right? Or you did? Who went? I think I went. I went last.
This is where we get confused because I don't even remember.
Yeah, right when the Eddies kick in. Men's featherweight though. This fight, I mean, I'm taking Blake Builder in this fight. Like Blake Builder has decent wrestling, decent jiu-jitsu, and pretty good striking, and he's pretty durable. Even though if you watch early in his career, his regional stuff, man, he used to get cracked and dropped, and then he'd come back and win. But bro, you already know with Mike Breeden and all that, you're never going to catch these freaking road to UFC dudes. I'm never going to be backing. Like they're beating up low-level guys. And like Jiang Lee, he does have good striking. He's got some power, right? But this dude can be grappled. The guy he just lost to, actually he won, but I thought he lost that fight.
Very close fight.
I thought he lost. Like, he didn't do anything in the whole fight except in the third round.
Cody, what do you say about Chinese fighters?
China, is this dude Chinese? No,
the last fight. No, when they fought the last guy, he was a Chinese fighter.
Who was it?
No,
the Chinese fight. Yeah. The Chinese grappler dude. But yeah. So man, no, dude. Like Blake Builder to me, like Yang Lee, whatever. I don't think he has good grappling at all. Like he'll try some jiu-jitsu stuff, but I don't think he has good takedown defense. And then his striking's pretty good. Like he did seem to keep his cardio up in the second round, but the dude he fought, I didn't think was very good, man. Like I was just like basically a grappler, and I think that dude cracked him in the first round. But I think Blake Builder's got the striking and the movement to be able to be fine with this dude and be okay. And then I think he can land the grappling on this guy. I think he can land takedowns on this guy. Like if Blake Builder's fought, like Kyle Nelson's a good fighter, dude. If that last Chinese dude was able to grapple this Yang Lee dude like that, then Kyle Nelson would have been able to do this to that dude too. So I don't know, man. I'm going to take Blake Builder here. I don't like these road UFC dudes. Blake Builder lost, a pretty close fight to Kyle Nelson, who I think is a pretty good fighter now that he's like changed his cardio and stuff around. So give me Blake Builder. I don't see Yang Lee knocking him out, and then I don't like his grappling. So I think that Builder can hang in the striking, even maybe hurt that dude, and then I think he can out grapple him. So give me Blake Builder here, man.
Yeah, I'm on the Builder train as well. And like this is the one thing that got me, because both these guys have red flags. Let's be honest. Lee looks fantastic on paper, though, but you have to really dig in there and look at who he's fighting. He's got like 4 finishes in like 20 seconds against these guys that are just on the regional scene. Like you didn't see a lot of tape there. Like you saw a lot of good finishes. This isn't going to happen in this fight. I'll tell you that. So take those fights out of the equation right now. Now it's an even level playing field. I think Builder has very good grappling. Sure, his wrestling can use a little bit of improvement. Striking really isn't all that great, but he's super tough. He's super durable. And Lee probably has the better striking, but I think Builder has the better grappling. And I think this fight, like I said, I usually lean the striker here, but I'm going with durability. The Kyle Nelson fight, he fought someone good in the UFC. Yeah, he lost, and he's a veteran. Like Kyle Nelson's not that bad, guys. So I think he gets this one done. I have to see more from Lee to back him. And if he proves me wrong, then maybe I'll back him in the next fight. But I like what I see from Builder. I like his grappling. I think he can get this fight to the mat. I think he's going to be the bigger guy, like stronger guy. He's not going to be as tall, but he's going to be stronger and like wider. And you'll see it when he gets those takedowns. Trust me.
You say wider or
wider? Like
I thought you said
stockier.
Wider.
Oh no, wide.
Jesus, Johnny.
I'm not. Come on,
dang, Johnny.
Come on, man.
Oh, come on,
it's
man.
A family-friendly show. Fuck.
You are. Dev, yeah. That's a cat. Cat. That's facts. My bad.
Except Tyura.
Yeah.
The only one.
Sakuraba, man. I love Sakuraba. Sushi. Sakuraba. Fucking knee pads and killing all the Brazilians. Gracie killer.
Yes.
This is where we disagree with y'all. All good though. Hey man, this is the best thing about it. As long as one of us beats them bookies down, that's all that matters. That's why, like, man, like I posted on Instagram.
Say white. I didn't say whiter. I said wider.
You did. I think you said he's a little wider, so he's going to get this win because he's
two tall boys
wide.
In. It might sound like it, but I swear I said wider with a D.
D, hard D, huh? Okay. Was it hard
Wait,
D?
What?
Oh wait,
I'm done.
That's it. Next fight is in the men's.
Shut it down.
We'll be back next Friday. So he just dips out. They'll pull the plug out the wall. Japan is the only Asian company. Yeah. Japan's got legit grapplers for sure, man. Korean Zombie, he's good too. Let me get Blake to build my bankroll and win this fight. Let's go. Underdog pick, first twister in UFC history. Yep. Over Leonard Garcia. Then you got what we had. Bryce Mitchell did one, and there's one more too. Kyle Nelson is not bad, but he's not good either. Yeah, yeah.
Was it Blackshear?
He got one too, and I think there's one more though. I I think there's even one more.
Yeah, no, Bryce.
Exactly.
Dude,
Whiter.
I swear.
He's white. The dude's white. He's going to win. I don't think that's how Norm McDonald played it. Didn't Norm McDonald, he called it a little different. You ever seen his? He's like, when it comes to boxing, he's like, I want the bigger, the blacker guy. And he's talking to like Mike Tyson. Yeah. It usually gets you your money, man. Let's see. Builder. Oh, dang, AJ. Okay. All right. You backed him against Nelson, huh? Okay. I don't like Bill. I don't think Builder's that good. I don't think he is either. I don't think he's, like elite anywhere. Yeah. CJ, leave the picks to me, kid. Oof. Oh, he said kid with a K. Oof. Wow. He capitalized that. I heard that's a little exact white. It was white. I go, God damn, Johnny, I'm going to mute this guy now out of nowhere, man.
Whip. See, Builder. Everyone knows Miller time, guys.
Yeah, Builder ain't building shit. Uh-oh. We're going to have MMA Jesus Carlos on a show sometime. I think they're beefing.
Well, we are, and they're going to beef, and it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait.
Our boy, everybody's boy, Mike Martin. This is my dude. I need to get him on Twitter. I swear to God, if Mike got on Twitter, dude, he would take off.
Hilarious.
Because he's hilarious. His takes on shit are different than anybody else's. He brings the energy. But he said, wow, if the Madero's Quinones fight just fell off the card with anybody. I thought he was announcing that.
I would.
What a blank.
I'm looking forward to it.
Blank Builder hit saw. Yeah. No. Yeah, dude. Dude. This fight is gonna be boring. I think it's gonna be boring. Shout out to my boy Mike, though. Shout out to he had a death in his family, his older brother. So condolences, man. Yeah, man, that sucks. And Mikey's a family man too, so it sucks bad, but we're all here for you, Mike. You always message me, talk to me whenever you want, and I'm gonna get Mikey on a show coming up. So
let's go.
Let's see. Carlos said, "Who the fuck?" Yeah. Let's see. Fight Talk in the building. I think that's the only fight I called right last week was on his Fight Talk thing, man. He said,
I forgot who I had. I have to go look.
Right now I can't remember who I had, but I know I picked it right.
I picked Ebu by decision. That's the one I got. The one I got right.
He gave you a layup, huh? Okay. Now I can't remember who I picked, but everybody, man, Fight Talk only is our dude. This dude is on X, Twitter, and putting out the great community collaboration every single week, where he puts gives all different cappers throughout the community their little chance to shine on his channel, and he gives them a fight to pick, and they'll break it down, and then he does all these cool graphics. And that's another thing. If you need any graphics for anything, check out our boy at Fight Talk only on X, because he's made me a bunch of stuff. He's made everybody a bunch of stuff, and he does great work. So check him out on that for sure. And I can't wait to see the collaboration this week, what fight I get, because I'm 2-0 this year. 2-0, so I need to get the win. Under 0.5. CJ and Dev are gonna go at it. Is that what I'm hearing? They're setting up the scrap.
Let's go.
I'm gonna set up a whole thing.
We have to get you guys on the same one. You guys better bring the fire
going.
Bring the fire, guys.
Let's go. Get me CJ on soon.
Bring the fire.
Love you too, Chef Mikey, bro, for sure. Yup, condolent. Yes, dude. And like I said, Mikey's a real family man, for real. I've known him since the beginning, like the second week I ever even was doing this, basically. If Johnny keeps talking this whiter stuff, YouTube is going to kick you off, and you will be over on Social Truth or whatever that alt-right is. Yep, that's Johnny.
It's called Rumble.
It's called Rumble, and I'm the president.
Not that I know what that is.
He hit me up at Johnny K. Whiter on Rumble. Silver round 3 sub. Okay. All right.
Down with that.
I haven't done any tape study for this card, but like Vivian Arugio of his dog based off strength of schedule. Yeah. She's going to.
What about strength of talent?
Yeah.
Silva's the real deal, guys.
Not hating on the Tuesday chat wars. Yep. The info wars. Getting the info wars. I agree, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, Vice Vikings talking about Dev and CJ. Yeah, they're going at it, man. They're going at it. All right. Let's see. Ooh, next fight, men's middleweight. Alias Khabib versus Kizriev versus Mahmoud Muradov. This is just fat Khabib, bro. Go look at his picture, and his name's Alias Khabib.
Pretty close. Who's up? Right. Me or you?
Yeah, it's on you, Yanni.
All right,
it's on you, Yanni.
So I'll admit, I was going into this one thinking I was going to pick Muradov, and there's, this is what I keep going back to. I think Kizriev can just basically WrestleMania this guy for 3 rounds or however long it takes to get a submission. I'll be honest. But if he can't do it, and this is what I'm always thinking about, I'm not super confident in this pick, then Muradov's going to win a striking battle here. And I don't trust the long layoff with Kizriev either. He's only fought once in like 3.5 years total. It's crazy. He's going to be a little bit shorter, a little bit pudgier, but the wrestling is there. Like if you see the tape, the wrestling is there. And Muradov, he can be taken down and he can be controlled. And that's where I keep going back to. I'm just going to go with what I see with my eyeballs. And I see wrestling. I see a lot of grappling, and Kizriev should win this fight if that happens. So that's my logic behind this one. I'm not going with any intangibles whatsoever. Kizriev, I'm going to say submission in the early second round. There it is. Not betting this fight whatsoever, though.
Who's I've heard people say this, but like who's like just taking Muradov just down easy and beat him up? I hear everybody saying, but he didn't though. Like
he took him down.
But Barallo took him down too. Barallo in the 3rd round was going to win that fight.
He hasn't really fought a really good wrestler. He's fought grapplers that are really good.
You weren't super impressed with what he did against Kyle Barallo, who's going to be a top 5 fighter. Like that dude's like possibly like champ material.
I mean, it was a little
getting
sweaty.
better up there, but
I did pick and bet Kyle, and I liked him a lot.
Kyle got taken down in that 3rd round, dude. Like in the weird thing is like Barallo had more control time. Like usually Kyle takes a dude down, takes it back. Nobody's reversing him, really. You know what I mean? Like he's just usually dominating people.
I just think Kyle doesn't have the wrestling chops as Kizriev does.
Kyle's got good. Okay, yeah, but Kyle's got good cardio though, and he's big. Kyle Barallo's a big ass dude.
True.
You were there with me in Columbus. You watched Kizriev fight. Were you impressed with his fight against Tulian?
I mean, no, because Tulian sucks.
Yeah, and Kizriev didn't even look that. Like I had a bet on Kizriev, and I'm like, oh shit. Remember at one point in the end of the 1st round, and Tulian's just like boxing him up, and Kizriev was like running around. He looked like he was tired. Then he comes out in the 2nd round. We're lucky for him. Tulian sucks, and he's tired too. So he comes out and like ends up landing a takedown. Now it's not like Kizriev's that bad. He's got good striking, southpaw striking. He's got power in his left hand, power in his left kick, and he does have like good wrestling. But like it's not like he just takes dudes down and chokes them out. Like you might do that to Dennis Tulian because that's what he does. But like if Kyle Barallo couldn't just take you down and choke you out, I don't know if Kizriev's going to be able to. Mahmoud has really good wrestling. He's got good wrestling himself. Like the fight with Gerard Meerschaert, like he didn't just get taken down and choked out. Like he beat the shit out of Meerschaert and then kind of gassed himself out from like trying to finish him in the 1st round. Remember, he kept jabbing him, knocking him down, trying to finish him. And then freaking in the 2nd round, he just slowed down, man. Started getting jabbed up. He looked like Amanda Nunes when she got beat up by Juliana Pena. You know what I mean? Beat the shit out of her and then came out and then they just kept jabbing her. Like Meerschaert was hitting him with the jab and it just seemed like he but Meerschaert does that to people. Like if he came out and fought Kizriev and Kizriev kept taking him down and then didn't get him out of there and they came out in the 3rd round, I think that Gerard would have a good chance of finishing this dude. Kizriev, 14-0. He's fought 1 time in 3.5 years over Dennis Tulian, who I was not impressed with. And then he's only got 8 minutes of cage time in 6.5 years. So he had 7 minutes versus Tulian, and then his last 2 fights before that were both 50-second fights. And then the fight before that was a decision, but that was in like 2016. So I don't know where people watch him, and he's never fought anybody good. He fought like Rushmar Polaris, the ghost of him, but he's never like really. It's hard to watch tape and be like and think that you know what you're gonna get with this guy. And like honestly, being live, I wasn't that impressed. Mahmoud has good wrestling, dude. He's got good cardio and he's got good striking. And like he was reversing Kyle himself. He landed 2 takedowns on Kyle. 3rd round, he took Kyle down, and then Kyle hit him with the guillotine, and he reversed it. And that's how Kyle got the win. Like, I was nervous. I had Kyle bet in that fight, and I was super impressed with Mahmoud. So if this dude's going to come out and just wrestle him, I don't know if he's going to get it done, man. I don't think Mahmoud's wrestling is that bad where he just gets held down. Like, he's moving, he's reversing. He was reversing Kyle. Like, I think he's got good jiu-jitsu. I think that might cancel out a little bit, especially by the 2nd round. And then if he can't get Mahmoud down, he's a little tired in the 2nd round. I think Mahmoud beats him. Another thing, Tapology got Aliskaba, whatever, dude. Aliskab, whatever, dude. At
Just say
5'9".
Kaiser.
Yeah, at 5'9", but he's not 5'9". He's like at least 6 foot, dude. Like, because Dennis Tululian's like 6'1", and this dude was just a little shorter than him. So Tapology is not right with that. So I don't.
Oh, with like Kyle, when Kyle, they said Kyle was like 5'10".
Kyle's like 6'3", dude. That
Yeah.
motherfucker's huge, and that's what I'm saying. And Mahmoud was doing good with him. Like, dude, Kizriev's a 70er. He's a welterweight that doesn't want to cut weight, bro. He could be even a 55er because he's pudgy as shit. He don't barely fight that much. We don't know what his card. This could be Mike Malott. You know what I'm saying? Like, where he's just, he comes out and he's dominating Mahmoud in the first round. He's doing great in the second. Then all of a sudden, Mahmoud reverses him, starts beating him up, and then this dude's gassed. And then Mahmoud just beating the shit out of him. Then the third round comes out and he just finishes this dude because we don't know anything about this dude's cardio. Is he a good nail? We haven't seen a fight 2-3 times in 6.5 years, and he fought all bums. So, like, I don't know what we know about it. I've seen Mahmoud fight good dudes. He's good, man. I'll take Mahmoud as the underdog. I think he beats this dude. I wasn't impressed in fucking, and now this has been another, 2.5 years since we watched him fight.
Maybe he improved a lot.
We'll see, but I know what I'm getting with Mahmoud. I know what I'm getting with that boy.
Are you okay?
Trains with Shavkat.
You okay with that?
Looks like Shavkat.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You said that. I did not.
I've never seen him.
That's
in the same
something
room.
I would say.
Never seen him in the same room. But yeah, man, I do like Mahmoud here, though. I really do. I was so impressed. And if it's going to be a grappling match, and what I've seen with Kyle's a lot bigger than Kaiseryev, I like it.
I see it. I don't hate it. I really don't. It's just a pick. I'm not betting this fight though because I see red flags on both sides. Again,
okay.
Done.
Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm way up here. Okay, right here. I got Fat Khabib. Matt says. Is the way on the light.
Devin Carlos are having their little spats.
Okay, let's see. Hold up. Okay. Johnny, you gonna pick whoever's whiter in that one, huh? So that's why you got Aliskarov, huh? She's white. He's super white. He's from the mountains, though.
I don't judge fights like that.
Pick your spots.
Yeah, I'm colorblind, guys. So
yeah, I don't think there's gonna be that. I mean, I think Mahmoud's gonna be a little bit taller, but I don't think
I think a little bit taller. Yeah.
Thinking, like,
I mean, honestly I didn't know Tapology was that wrong.
Yeah, they are. Barallo is not that good. Now, this is where you're gonna lose credibility points. Anybody with good, he kills these undefeated Russians. This is what Kyle does. He wrestles with them. He is good. That's disrespectful.
He's not there yet, though. I'm not saying he's a champion of middleweight. You know,
he's good. He could probably go up to light heavyweight and do really good too, because he's already won at light heavyweight on the Contender Series, and he's a big dude, and he would be faster. And nobody has jiu-jitsu up there. Who the fuck has
that is true. That is true. He would dominate. He'd be the Jailton Almeida,
right?
Of the light heavyweight
division.
You know,
them dudes had a jiu-jitsu match too. Jailton beat Kyle.
I can see that.
Who do you think Dana will announce? I think it's going to be Pereira and Ankalaev, but I don't know. That doesn't seem like the most exciting, but that's exciting to me. I want to see that shit.
Izzy and Dricus Duplessis.
That would be big. But I mean, Dricus just fought. Like, dude, that's giving him like a month to recover, and then you got to get a month and a half in the gym. And his eyes and shit got fucked.
Yeah, I mean, it's Izzy though.
Yeah, true that. Muradov is not that good. He has a huge social media following. Would be good for business for him to win. Yeah. Yep. CG. What the fuck? All right, you dudes, you guys are chatting it up. Kizrev is at ATT. He is middleweight is a weaker division than welterweight.
That is true.
Yeah, but you want to come in shape, man.
If you can do it,
I don't know, dude. Middleweight's getting up there now. Middleweight's getting fucking
it's
good
not
now.
as bad as it used to be.
Hell no. Think of the top 10 in the middleweight, dude.
But welterweight's way better still.
Duplessis, Izzy, Whitaker, fucking dude. Middleweight used to be booty, but now it's freaking
welterweight's pretty solid with the younger.
But it's losing a little bit. It's losing. I mean, yeah, when you got Shavkat and them coming, well, right now Edwards and Covington. I like Usman still. Oh, we got Hamza up there at 85. 85 is getting lively. Yeah.
If he fights.
Muradov, yeah. And he's willing to risk it all for his career. So that just shows you he's ready to win this fight. All right, next fight. women's flyweight 125. Julija Stoliarenko versus Luana Carolina. You started the last one, right?
Yep.
So in this fight,
I know who Cody going for.
Yeah, I mean, well, Stoliarenko dropping down to 125. I like that, man. She's big here. She's a big girl. She's strong at 125. Her striking's good. People underestimate that. Like they think, I think that a lot of people think that if she can't get this fight to the ground and get her armbar in the first round, like she would be done. But her striking's not that bad, especially down here at 125, where the girls that are striking back with her are just not as big and not as powerful as like Julia Vila and all them big girls up at 135. Then she went up and fought like Chelsea Chandler. You know what I mean? That's a big girl. Chelsea Chandler's a big ass girl compared to like Luana
too.
Yeah, she's gonna beat the shit out of your girl coming up. But Luana Carolina, Stoliarenko, obviously she gets you to the ground. She's got good timing on her takedowns, and she at 125 with like Molly McCann, she can just grab you and take you down. You know what I mean? She's super strong girl. Good jiu-jitsu. She sets up her armbar excellent. And good ground and pound too, and just good transitions. Standing, I think she has good striking. Like she has decent head kicks. She's got good straight punches. She's got some pop on it. And I just think that she's gonna be good at 125. Like I think that she's gonna like be good at 125 and move up the rankings a little bit. I don't know if she's a champion or nothing like that, but like I think that she has she can beat top freaking 20 girls. But Luana Carolina, she's got like decent Muay Thai. If you just stand on the outside at range with her and strike, like she's decent. You know what I mean? She's still not like outstanding, but she's decent. But I don't like her grappling. Like I've seen her get knee barred by Ariane Lipsky, who that's usually not what she does. But I just think that her takedown defense ain't that great. It's not bad, but like the last girl she fought, what was the Russian girl's name that she fought from like Sweden or whatever?
Petrovich or something?
Yeah, that girl did not have good takedowns at all or good grappling, but like Luana Carolina has no like fight IQ, so she just kept grappling with that girl and actually put herself in bad positions a couple times in that fight. And then she gets tired too a little bit through the grappling, and her grappling is just not all that good. She's very, very sloppy. And I just feel like Julija is going to be able to take her down. And I do think that she can get that first round armbar. That's just like what everybody's going to say. But I do think she can get that. But I do think that she could get it in the second too. And I do think she could win a decision here. I know how crazy that sounds, but like I really do. I really think that she could land a takedown or even do good in the striking, land some cage control, get a takedown or something, not get the submission in the first round, and then land another takedown and just hold Carolina down in a second. Carolina is not that good on the ground, and she's not good off her back. So, I think the striking isn't that much of a difference in the small cage. That's going to help the grappling of Stoliarenko. She ain't going to have to chase her around as much. And I think she times a good takedown, gets a takedown, and gets this girl out of here. So, yeah, man, I got Stoliarenko. Who do you got, brother?
Oh, you're not going to like me.
I don't. So,
but you're like, I don't even like you in the first
place. Yeah, this pick's not – it's not going to matter. But go ahead. Who you
I think it's Stoliarenko first round submission or bust here. And I think Carolina is not as bad as Molly McCann, where she dominated, looked amazing. Molly McCann's actually even smaller than Carolina. And not to say that Carolina's jiu-jitsu is amazing by any means, but I think she's got better takedown defense. I think she knows what she's doing down there. She could probably stay safe. But to me, if she can survive the first round, I think she's going to win this fight by decision. I think it's one or the other. It's going to be a first round submission for Julia, or it's going to be a decision from Carolina. It's whichever you want to pick. You could probably hedge it. Just do both. I think that's what happens. But I'm going to go with Luana. I'm still not sold on Stoliarenko. I can't do it. Even at this weight. Yeah, she beat Molly.
Good though.
I trust her more so at the flyweight division and the people that she's fought. I mean, look at the people that the bantamweight division is awful.
Besides Molly McCann, she get to
the bantamweight division's awful, Cody. And everyone she's beat. What is Julia's best win? And please do not say Molly McCann, because that's probably her.
But that's better than Luana's, because Molly McCann
because she did lose, but it's MMA math. It's MMA math. But
Jessica Rose Clark, I think she would beat up. She would beat up Luana Carolina. She would beat up Luana Carolina, though, especially at 135. Alexa Davis would beat up Luana Carolina. Julia Avila would beat up Luana Carolina.
You're just saying all the losses.
Well, I'm just saying the people she fought.
Those are bad people losing too. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sold on Stoliarenko yet. Yeah. She needs to show me
McCann, though.
Molly McCann's awful on the ground. That's the only reason why Julia won this
Carolina,
fight.
though.
She's not that bad. Come on, Molly
You see
McCann's the worst
Ariane
of the
Lipsky
worst.
knee bar her? She's terrible.
But Ariane Lipsky's pretty decent when she does stuff on the ground. Anyways, again, not touching this fight whatsoever. If anything, I might do a fun bet of Juliana first round submission because I do think that price is going to be like plus 300.
I think it's plus 250. I was looking at it.
That's a decent price. You should do it because she has 10 out of her 11 wins by first round submission. Do it. I might do it for fun. It's not going to be tracked, but I'm going to do it for fun because that's how she wins.
It's definitely worth it.
Carolina decision is probably going to be like plus, 175, 200 range or so.
Yo,
hedges.
Man,
you're going to win a unit.
Scott's out of line for this one, man. Said lost faith in Jelton Almeida after he lost to that kid.
Hey, that kid's good, man.
The guy Barallo beat at light heavyweight was a complete bum. Look, Barallo is good, but he strikes like Luke Rockhold, and he's a good left hook away.
They gave him that fight because they should have freaking gave him a contract in the first fight.
Yeah, dude, the dude he beat in the first fight, Aaron Jeffrey's fucking good, dude.
Dude, he's good.
He's good, yeah. Well, and he beat Armand Petrosian and Muradov, and he's pretty damn good. Mm-hmm. He just beat Abus. I think he's working his way up, dude, for sure to be top 10 guy. Let's see, Matt. Well, let's see. Action Effie said welterweight is top heavy. Burns, Kobe, Usman, Blauer.
You got some younger guys.
Wonder Boy.
You got JDM coming up. You got Shavkat.
But dude, 185 is way more lit right now, right?
All of a sudden,
he does. But isn't 185 more lit now these days?
Oh, it is.
With all the people, especially Hamza.
I'm thinking about younger guys like
I would like to see
Ian Gary, welterweight. Ian Gary.
Yeah, that's a good one. Jeff Neal. It's gonna be a really good fight. Renat. Agree with Cody.
Yeah.
Just Stanko. Striking isn't that bad. It's really not. It's really not.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I really think she's just first round or bust. And I really just don't trust her yet at 125. We've seen her in a minute and a half of 125. What happens in the second round?
I think she's gonna be in better shape.
She's already big. She's a bigger girl. Going down the weight.
Johnny.
You just said this. When have we seen people do really good when they drop down a weight?
Her though. Yeah. But
it's only one fight against somebody who has zero ground game. You can't put your full trust in her. I don't mind you picking her. I don't mind it.
Luana's a Muay Thai girl. She's gonna get submitted.
I just hope you bet Stoliarenko first round submission instead. Just do it.
No. Rousey, Rousey did it to Miesha Tate not once, but twice. Yeah. Blood Chelsea Chandler got that win over. Yeah, she did. She's huge. Yeah. Yeah. Who's fighting Duran to me?
Just because.
Who's fighting Duran to me?
Dumont?
Is she? Duran to me is going to throw a beating on Dumont.
You have the worst. What did Dumont ever do to you?
Do you know how good Duran to me is?
Because she hasn't fought in 90 years.
Don't matter. That's the Iron Lady.
She ain't that good.
That's the Iron Lady.
She loses.
That's the Iron Turtle's girlfriend, the Iron Lady.
She loses 14 minutes and then she wins.
Stoliarenko, second round sub. Okay, Ryan. I like how you're getting the first second round. Stoliarenko's my girl. Let's go via sub. Let's go. Fight talk only.
Let's do it.
Any Axia. Yep. Let's see. Never seen her defend a double single leg either. Molly grappled her legs twice in the clinch and took her down easily immediately. Yep. It's over. Johnny P. Carolina must not. Yep. I'm back on Team Matt.
Hey, I don't see color. I'm colorblind.
Johnny defending his units right now hard. You are.
I don't have any units on this one, but
he's got some hidden units. He must have what's her nuts by decision.
I just told you what I might do, like a fun bet. First round submission, Julia.
Yeah. Effie ain't lying. Effie knows me. You whip cap this other, no explanation. Yep. That's a wit. You hear that? Effie said you wiki cap this. Yanni.
Yes, I did. Sure.
That's this fight.
It didn't take a lot to know who's going to win this fight.
I'm going with Julia because she's exactly, dude.
Hey.
All right. Men's heavyweight division. Thomas Peterson versus Jamal Pogues. I'm going to let you start this one off, brother.
So let me get this one's a little bit weird for me as well. So Peterson's making his UFC debut. He's really not like a traditional heavyweight, but neither is Pogues. They're both kind of like, in the lighter side of things. But um, I really don't like this fight, to be honest. I'm gonna go with Peterson. I'll just get this out of the way. I think he has the better grappling and wrestling for sure. I think he's gonna be the stronger guy as well. The striking, I might give it to Pogues, just because he throws more volume. He's got good cardio though. So to me, if Peterson, gets in the second and third rounds, I don't know what his cardio is going to really kind of look like. He has a lot of finishes in his record, and they're all kind of early. So we've seen Pogues fight, to decision more times than not. His last fight, obviously, he didn't look good at all, which was a bad look, which is probably why the price is where it's at. So I'm still going to go with Peterson just because of that wrestling and grappling advantage. And I think he can get some good ground and pound going. And not to say Pogues has a terrible ground game and takedown defense, but I just think eventually Peterson's is going to be able to wear on him a bit and probably get the finish. I'm just going to say that. Like, I'm not touching this fight again. This is one of those fights. There's a lot of them I'm just not touching. I'm just not super confident in. But going with Peterson just because.
Yeah.
And not because of the color.
Yeah, well, that's weird. You know what I mean? Because this was your chance to redeem yourself, and you took the low road yet again.
Pick Carolina. I picked Carolina.
That's true. But that was just probably to prove your point. That's why you picked it. Okay.
That was I know. I knew you were going to pick Julia. That's why.
So on this one, man, you got Jamal Pogues, decent boxing. He's a big guy. He's a heavyweight, but he's like fat. He used to be a middle light heavyweight. Yep. But decent boxing. He's got decent wrestling himself. If he's fighting Josh Parisian and other low-level guys that don't have any wrestling, then he can out-wrestle them. But he's definitely not out-wrestling Thomas Peterson. But yeah, man, he's not really, like, dangerous anywhere. And unless, even Carl Parisian was kind of beating him up in the striking a little bit, and then he was able to out-wrestle him. In this one, man, Thomas Peterson, if you go watch him, like, his striking's actually good. Like, he actually has head movement, and he's got good boxing. Go watch the Waldo Cortez Acosta fight where he fought him. They went back and forth. I thought he was winning the whole fight. And then it was a 5-round fight, and he ended up getting knocked out, I believe, late in the third, right before the third was about to end, or maybe it was the fourth. I think it was the third, though. I'm pretty sure it was the end of the third. But man, he impressed me in that fight because he was winning pretty much that whole fight, And let's see, it was a title fight somewhere. I believe it was the third, though. Yeah, 4:53 of the third. So it was almost the end of the third, but he looked good in that fight, and he's got good hands, and he's got good power, and he's got good power in both hands, and then he's got high level college wrestling. He's got good ground and pound. He's got really good submissions. He's finished all 8 of his wins. Jamal Pogues, he's been finished 3 times out of his 4 losses. I really think that Thomas Peterson can finish this guy on the ground. To be honest, I know Pogues goes to decision a lot and stuff, but like I said, man, he gets finished. When he loses, he gets finished, and Peterson's finished all of his wins. He can knock him out, he can sub him, and I think that he's going to be able to take. Let's see, Pogues, 2 submission losses and 1 KO loss, and I think that Thomas Peterson is going to be able to take Pogues down. I think that he's going to be able to beat him up on the ground, dude. I think he's going to be able to ground and pound him. I think he's going to be able to use top control because he's heavy on top, and I think he's going to be able to wear on him, and I think he's going to be able to finish Pogues in that second or third round, to be honest, dude. I know it seems like Pogues is one of them guys that's just going to go to decision, but that's if he gets a low-paced, low-output striking match with Mick Parson, who's not really doing nothing, you know what I mean? Or where he can just take down Carl Parisian, but what's his name? Josh Parisian. He wouldn't take Carl Parisian down. Carl Parisian should toss him across the ring. That's a fact. Crazy. Goddamn fact right there. But I like Thomas Peterson a lot here. I don't think Jamal Pogues is all that good, to be honest. And I think Peterson can beat him anywhere this fight goes, striking or grappling. So give me Thomas Peterson. I think he finishes him, actually.
You see what Fight Talk said? You're just on Fight Talk.
Right here? Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, I left that up. Yeah, we should do that, man. We should make we should do that.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Let's do the first one tonight.
Think of a play, we'll do it.
Tonight, yeah. Definitely gonna have Luana Carolina, and who wiki cap that, man? Is that a phrase, wiki capping? That's something?
I guess so.
But no, yeah, Fight Talk, we'll do that. Let's figure out a good parlay right at the end and do that.
We'll do it. We'll start.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Hell yeah.
I'll post it.
Let's see. Funny fact, I messaged Luana Carolina wishing her well after she got KO stiff by McCann. Although I'll never have done that in my life, but she looked like she was that. Yeah, dude. That was
didn't see it coming.
And now she's gonna get her arm broke here, so that's not a good MMA career. You know what I mean? WFL is a better weight, better division than WBW, but Luana isn't the one. Yeah, she's not good. We're gonna fade Julija. We're gonna fade her eventually, but I just don't think Luana's like very good anywhere, to be honest.
I can't trust arm bar specialists. I'm sorry.
Put some respect on her name, John.
Can't.
Might be one of the best cops in the UFC, though. She is the Iron Lady, dude. She's out of what, like Amsterdam or where's she at over there? Netherlands, one of them. I think Amsterdam,
Netherlands. Which is Netherlands, yeah.
Thomas Jefferson. Doc has left the force, yeah. Trevor Giles today went too much better for him. You guys remember the one cop? What was the one cop, dude, that used to fight? Dude, the dude that fucking Kimbo fought. Remember way back in the day when Kimbo went? Sean Cannon or Gannon or something like that? And they fought in the gym, and then they kept like that dude would be beating Kimbo up, and then Kimbo's boys were like, no wrestling or something. They would stand it up, and these dudes fought like almost to the death for like 30 minutes. What was that dude's name? Sean something. He was a cop too, and he got in trouble. This was like 2005, dude. We used to wait for them Kimbo fights to come out, and that dude actually got in trouble by the police force for fighting Kimbo in a backyard thing, dude. That shit's crazy. If you can go find Kimbo versus Sean something, it was a cop. Crazy fight, bro.
Yeah, that's
Pogues his ass. Shout out to whoever made the first fight of the night. Yeah. But yeah, man, I can't wait to we'll do this with Fight Talk only. That's really nice. That's cool. Yeah. Johnny has to put I know. YouTube's coming in. He's got flagged now. Peterson would beat Waldo. He was beating him. He was beating him. What?
Well, Waldo beat Peterson.
Yeah, but he was beating him. Yeah. I don't
think Waldo would beat Waldo, dude. I'm done with that.
Yeah, you can't trust him. He followed me on Instagram.
Well, good for him. Good for him.
Yeah. But, as far as like back,
probably felt bad for his performance.
The announcer that caught him, Thomas Jefferson ruined such a big moment for him. That was hilarious. It was on the.
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Jeff says, fellas, we made a pact to stay away from fighters. UFC debuts coming off. Yeah. We got to stay disciplined. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not betting this fight.
Yo, Johnny, bro, Cody, my G, what's up? S Blood 3000. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming out. For the record, Johnny is not a Ricky.
Thank you.
Know, man. It's out there now. You put it out there now, man.
People are fucking
the guy that fought Kimbo. He did well again. Yeah, I think in the end, I can't remember who won in the end.
I don't know.
Dude, that was a bloody fight. That's old school fight. And we used to wait for Kimbo's fight.
It was past my prime.
Bro, this was like 2005. Like, if you can find that, I want to say his name. It wasn't Sean Gannon. Wasn't that like a quarterback for like the Raiders or something like that?
Rich Gannon.
So maybe this guy's name is Sean Gannon. Next fight, men's welterweight, Gilbert Urbina versus Charles Radtke. Who started the last one?
I think you did. I'll go with.
You can start this one.
Why not? Yeah, this is another one. I just see a lot of. I think Urbina. I'm gonna break this down real quick. Urbina's gonna win this one. I think he's more well rounded than Radtke. Radtke's a decent grappler and wrestler, but like he fades as the fight goes on. His last fight against Mathetha was awful. He should have finished him. Like, that's an awful look. Urbina's better than that. He's got better striking, but something about him, like, I just don't want to bet him at minus 200 or 225. Like, I have to see a little bit more. I know he beat Kosuke, which is a good win. I think Kosuke and Radtke are pretty similar with like styles and level of UFC competition. But there's something about him, Urbina. I don't know what it is. I just can't bet him, but I do think he's going to win. He's the pick for me. I think he is the more well-rounded guy with the better striking, but he's hittable on the feet though, which is a little bit scary. Maybe Radtke, gets the wrestling going too. His takedown defense isn't all that great, Urbina's. So it could be a closer fight. It could be a dirtier fight than maybe Urbina thinks it's going to be. So I don't know. I see a lot of red flags in this one too. I'm going to watch it. I don't trust Urbina 100% yet. So I'm going to pick him, but I still don't trust him for betting. I'll say decision. Why not? Cody's smoking. So we'll see what everyone says here. There he is. Cool.
What's up? You picked that quick?
Yeah, it was like a minute and a half. But I picked Urbina to win by decision, and I don't trust him enough to bet him.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though Radtke's not good. I know that.
Yeah. Gilbert Urbina, man, I actually think this kid's good. Like, if you watch him, he's got a good fight with Sean Brady back at 170. He's a lot better at 170. When he fought on the Ultimate Fighter, and when he fought Brian Battle, that was at 185. And then he fought Brian Battle at 185, fought him on like 10 days notice because Tresean Gore blew out his knee. And then he actually dropped Brian Battle and almost finished him in that first round and then slowed down and gassed out. When he came down to 170 on short notice against Koski, man, he looked good. He's got good long kickboxing. He uses his front kicks well. He's got good boxing. Then he's got good wrestling. Like, he was out there just picking Kosi up and suplexing him. And Kosi's a wrestler, you know what I mean? With a pretty good wrestling background. But beat him up, ended up finishing him with that front kick to the body. I think he hurt his ribs too, because he's got a good Muay Thai clinch too with good knees, man. He was beating him up in the clinch and then just picking him up and throwing him around because he's huge at 170, dude. 6'3" with a 75-inch reach, 5 inches of height, 3 inches of reach on him. I mean, that's huge in this game. So I think he's got better striking, and I think he's got better grappling. Like, Radtke's just like a tough dude. He's got a good left hook, but he's never really fought anybody good. I've seen him get beat by like that Justin Maltavo dude. Just not that high on him. You see him against Blood Diamond. Like, he's not really all that great. He couldn't even take Blood Diamond down. He landed a couple good shots throughout the fight, but like, Blood Diamond's not that good. Like, he's not that good, and he's definitely not going to mix in no grappling on Radtke. Radtke used to fight at 155. Urbina's been fighting up at 185 against bigger dudes. So I just like Urbina here everywhere. I think Urbina is going to be able to take him down and beat him up on the ground too, man. So as long as he can avoid that left hook of Charles Radtke, he's going to be able to beat him, man. Radtke's like meat and potato, not great anywhere, just like a decent, tough fighter that talks some shit, you know. But give me Urbina all day. I'll max bet him. I got him at minus 160. I seen he was like, on some pages, he started like minus 270, 280, and then it went down to like minus 210, and then it just kept going down. And I'm like, cool, because I was willing to bet him at minus 210. Kept seeing it go down. It went down to minus 160, so I max bet him. I think he's better everywhere. I think that I think he's going to beat Radtke up. I think he's going to use them front kicks to keep the shorter fighter at range, man. And then I think he's going to out grapple him too. I think he chokes him out. So give me Urbina by second or third round submission.
There we go.
Let's see. Matt said, I remember that guy that fought Gimbo. He did well against him. Yep. Arturo, what is up? He said, yo, what up, Johnny and Blood? What is up, man? We really appreciate you coming hanging out with us tonight, man. Dude is so trash that you couldn't even call him Blood Diamond. Yeah, exactly. Rio Grande Valley is cartel land. I'm going with the cartel here. Yeah, it is. Sure. He's always got the gelato stuff. Urbina is the truth. People take too much away from Tough. Tough is volatile environment. As a 185 too, you know. Urbina, yep. All day, I love Urbina, man. I really think he gets this done. Next fight is in the women's flyweight division. We got Vivian Araujo versus Natalia Silva, and this is going to be a really good fight. This is Natalia Silva's step up in competition. You know, it's her shot to get into the top 10, top 5 of the division. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be like a tough fight because Vivian Araujo is very well-rounded. She's got good striking. She's got really good boxing with fast hands, and she throws with some power. And then she mixes in her grappling well. You've seen against Jennifer Maia last fight where she was able to win the first round. I mean, it was close how the fight played out, but it seemed like she rewatching it. She kind of won the first round in the striking, landed some pretty big shots. And then the second round was able to get the grappling going and just held Maia down the whole second round. And then the third round was pretty close, but I thought Maia won that round. But she's just well-rounded with a ton of experience. Fought some of the best girls in the division. Super explosive, fast, decent cardio. She always tends to slow down in that third round. But then she's fighting Natalia Silva, who has the Taekwondo background. Like her Taekwondo is crazy. How she just dances in and out, uses her lead leg a lot. She can use both legs, but her lead leg is really, really good. That's when people are good, dude. When they can lead. When you're using your lead hand and your lead leg a ton, most people just use their back stuff, especially with like the kicking game and stuff like that. Most people aren't throwing leg kicks and front head kicks with their lead leg, and she can do all that very well. She's powerful. She's got really good takedown defense. She's got, like I said, crazy striking. She showed excellent takedown defense and cardio against Jasmine Jazz Devicious. Even that Teresa Bleda, I think we're going to find out that Teresa Bleda girl's a badass too. and she's going to beat up a lot of girls. I think she's only like 22 years old or something like that. And that girl's a big girl. So that was actually a really good win, in my opinion, early on. But in this fight, yeah, man, I'm going to take Silva. I'm going to take her to get the win. I think that her movement and her speed is what's going to be the difference. Because, like, Vivian's going to – I mean, if you just stand there kind of like Maya, where Maya does use a little bit of movement, but she's more just boxing. You know, Jennifer Maya's not throwing that many kicks and stuff. But if you just stand there and box with her – see, that's the thing that if you watch Vivian Araujo fight against Alexa Grasso, like, that was like less than a year and a half ago, I'm pretty sure. Like, I actually had Araujo win in the first 2 rounds. It was a 5-round fight, but I actually gave Araujo the first 2 rounds in that fight. So that kind of worries me, because it's like maybe she could take some rounds just if she does get a takedown and hold Silva down or something. But I think Silva's and then it's in the littler cage. So that kind of takes away from Silva's game. But these girls are so fucking small that it's still a big cage. You know what I mean? So
that's true.
But yeah, man, I think it's going to be Silva's speed and movement at this points in their career. Because even though Arugio's still fast, she's like, what, 37, 38 years old, and she's lost a little bit of speed. So, and if you remember too, when Vivian Araujo fought Andrea Lee kicked her in the head right in the first round in like the first minute and almost finished the fight there. So if she can do that, I think Natalia Silva can hit her with something big. I actually think Natalia Silva finishes her. Like, I think she can hit her with some big head kick. And if it's not in the first or second round, in the third round, when Araujo slows down, I think that Silva could pick it up and get the finish. Silva's a finisher. I know Araujo, though, if you look, like maybe her last like 9 fights or something like that have gone to decision, but I don't think she's fighting as big as strikers as Natalia Silva either. So, but give me Silva, and I'm going to just go by decision to play it safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything you said, I'm on the same page. I just think she's the real deal. Like, I trust her to get this done. I like her speed. I like her footwork. I think she does have good takedown defense. We've seen it against Jasmine. We've seen it against even Belbita. Yeah, she got taken down, but she got back up. Like, Araujo, like, she does have good wrestling and grappling too, but we haven't seen a lot of Silva's grappling. Like, her grappling is very good. She's got like 6 submissions on the regional scene. We haven't seen any grappling so far in the UFC because she didn't even need to use it. She's the better striker more times than not. And I do think she's the better striker here. She's going to be quicker. She's got better kicks. I think she's got pop in her hands too. Araujo is tough and durable, but Silva's quick, and I think she can mix in, kicks going, leg kicks, slow her down a bit. I think she's going to win round 3 no matter what. It's just round 1 and 2, see what happens. She just needs to win one of those rounds to win this fight, and I could see a 3rd round finish too, but I'm going to go Silva by decision. I really like that round 3 decision prop, though. I'm going to look at that once that drops and see if it's close to plus, like, a pick 'em or whatever, and I'll probably play that too. But I already have her in a parlay. I think Silva gets this done. She's just a better fighter. The only thing here is Araujo. She's got more experience, obviously. So that's where the talent and experience can level off. But I just think Silva has her covered everywhere. I really do. So give me Silva. I think she's a potential champion, future champion. You're in there you go.
What's up, man? Everybody check out Pick'em MMA. Puts out excellent videos all the time on YouTube. Pick'em MMA, good dude, puts out great stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
Jeff said, I think that both the Silvas, Carini, and Natalia are better fights with Grasso than Blanchfield or Ferro. Me too. Ferro's a beast. Ferro and the Silva would be really good. Ferro's big, though. She's like 5'7", but that would be I want to see that fight. Now you got me hyped for that, Jeff. I want to see Ferro and Silva.
Carini Silva's amazing.
She's
like those two Silvas. Silva versus Silva is going to be I'm going to be like, how do I even pick this fight? You know what I mean? We got a freaking killer.
Women's 125 is the spot.
The truth.
It's the spot. Dirty Reds in the house said, I just know that Carini is better than Natalia. Some might not see it yet. Possibly. She can strike. That's who's Carini fighting next? I can't wait to see her fight again.
Someone. I don't know who, but man, I like Carini, but man, I don't know. I think she's just finish dependent. That's the only thing I don't like about her. And I think Silva can do both. She can win them points or the minutes, and she can finish by submission or knockout.
She's dangerous. Yeah.
138
says, sup, fellas? Just dropping by to toss a like and hang out for a couple minutes before I got a jet. What's up? Everybody
What's up,
follow
Tyler?
Tyler too on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, man. He puts out all kinds of excellent information all the time. 138 MMA. Check him out.
Let's go.
AJ Carini versus Lipsky. That'd be a good fight too. But if she gets it to the ground, I think he'd be over it.
Oh, if that's the fight, I'm picking Carini all day. So
next fights in the men's lightweight division. We got Hanato Moicano versus Drew Dober. You can start this one.
Yeah, this is my favorite dog of the card. I love Drew Dober here. Love him. And I really think Moicano is very good too. I think he is more well-rounded in this fight, but I just think Drew Dober's style here is gonna give Renato some problems here. Just with Dober marching forward, he's gonna have to worry about some of the takedowns, but Moicano's takedowns aren't really all that great. And Dober, I think if he cracks him early, I think it's gonna really change Moicano's game plan, and he's going to be a little bit skeptical of what he can do. We saw in the RDA fight where he got cracked early and he didn't really know what to. He survived somehow when the ref should have stopped it about 3 or 4 times, but that's a different story. I was mad about that. But in this fight, I still trust Drew Dober's chin. I think he can go in there. I think he can brawl it out. And I think Moicano is game enough to do it. But he's got to worry Drew Dober with the back take. That's the only thing that I'm a little bit worried about. Because if Moicano can take the back, I do think it's going to be over. So the unders are a good play. I think Dober is a good dog to back here. I think he can get the knockout. I don't really trust Moicano's chin at all. So if he gets cracked a couple times, I think he's going to go down. So that's what I think is going to happen. I like the striker in this one. So give me Dober. I got a pretty bad line. It's going the other way. So I got plus 120, I'll be honest. But it's plus 150 now. And I'm like, fuck, dude. But
as long as it hits, that's all that matters.
I was confident at plus 120. So there you go.
Yeah. I don't know if I did see it going up that high, but yeah, dude. So it's a good fight. Obviously, Dober, forward pressure, Muay Thai, freaking power, dude. Hits you, can hit you, knock you. Yeah, power kicks, leg kicks. He can throws up a sneaky head kick and has KO power in both hands, man. The dude's dangerous as hell. Moicano, man, he's got really technical striking. Like his boxing, super technical, super straight, super crisp. He has decent power. The weird thing about Moicano is the dude has excellent power. I don't think he has a knockout in his whole career, or maybe he has one. Like
maybe one, yeah.
That's crazy. 0 knockouts in his whole career. 0.
That's been knocked out 3 times though.
He's got some drops though. Yeah. He's got some drops. Where's drop people? Obviously he's got pretty good wrestling, and then he's got excellent jiu-jitsu, man. And he's been looking really good, really improved lately, other than the RDA fight where obviously he took that on super short notice and just got pretty much out grappled. But in this fight, I'm taking Hanato Moicano just because I feel like, all right, I'm not betting it. This is another one I'm just staying away. But like, I don't like, all right. So if it stays on the feet, obviously, if it's on the feet all 3 rounds, like Dober's probably going to land that knockout shot at some point. But I just feel like Moicano can mix in the striking, and the grappling's always been Drew Dober's like bad point. Like we can't act like that's not always been Drew Dober's bad point, is to get taken down and held down or submitted. Like Dariush got him. I know it took Islam to the 3rd round to get him, but like, and Islam's awesome at jiu-jitsu and he's good, but I don't think that he's as good as Moicano, like just taking the back and choking a dude out. Moicano's got 8 rear naked chokes.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm worried about. Just taking the back part.
Yeah. And when he gets on the back, it's like that's like a different level. Like I said, even Islam, like he's more of like a strength and just grab you a fucking Kimura and rip your arm off because he's so big and fucking strong. You know what I mean? And but as far as just like, and yeah, obviously against Bobby Green, what did he take his back and pound him out? But like Hoinato's like different. He's like world class jiu-jitsu, where if he doesn't got the wrestling that Islam's got, but like if he takes your back, he can choke you with either arm, and he's just so dangerous there. But I mean, I can't back him because in my head, I can also see fucking Dober just punching his face off like Fiziev or the Korean Zombie or Aldo, even though they worked into the body. And Zombie just hit him with a lucky punch like 30 seconds in. But plus, he was cutting a lot of weight down to 145 when that was happening. But I just like his striking. I feel like he's got the striking to hang with Dober on the feet and even hurt Dober a little bit. I'm not saying he finishes him, but he's got a little pop. You've seen him. That's what he did to Riddell. That's what he did to Hernandez, beating him up, hitting him with big shots, and then choking him out. So he doesn't got no knockouts, and he's got a lot of subs, but a lot of them are clubbing subs. And And I just think that he's going to have the striking to hang with Dober. And I think he can mix in the wrestling, dude, and just take his back and win rounds. And as long as he doesn't get knocked out. So if you're going to bet Dober, you might as well bet him by knockout. I don't know if he wins a decision. He's not going to be the moment winner in this fight. You know what I mean? Or minute winner.
If he gets knockdowns, maybe.
Yeah. But like for the most part, I don't think he's going to be the minute winner. So
I was going to say if he gets one knockdown, but Moicano's going down after the second one for sure.
Right. Yeah. So it's risky. But like I said, I like Moicano. I think he can mix in the grappling. I think that his striking is good enough to where it's not like if he doesn't get any takedowns, he's completely screwed. But like, because he does have good striking, like, and he's long, he's big, but yeah, man. Also, I can see Dober knocked his head off. So I just stayed away from this fight. I like the under 2.5, but they got that set at like minus 275. And I don't know about the over under 1.5 because like I see it finishing one way or the other, but man, I just don't think it goes under 1.5. But I almost
favor the over 1.5, but I love the under 2.5. If that makes sense.
Yeah, Matt said Moicano's going to be winning till he isn't. Tyler said, let's go, Drew. Tyler's trained with Drew, man, and held the pads and all that stuff for him. So he really knows what he's about. Yep. So I don't mind it, man. Effie said, this is such a good fight, man. I'm so pumped for this one. It's going to be good, man. I think Dober KO is the only way to play it. Yeah, if you're going to play Dober, like I feel like, you know what I mean? I don't feel like he wins minutes in this. Because like the striking could be pretty even until he gets the knockout. Yeah. And then if Moicano, lands them takedowns, dude, I've just seen Dober out grappled too many times. Like I've seen him out grappled a lot. Like I've seen him take down. Even like that Rafael Alves was able to land some takedowns. He just don't have no cardio to keep it up. Even Brad Riddell, that's how he was beating Dober, dude. He out wrestled Dober in that fight. Like they were striking, like because like Dober rocked Riddell within like the first minute, and then Riddell just started wrestling and grappling. It's weird that Brad Riddell beat Drew Dober. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. And I was even rewatching it, but like he was mixing in grappling on it. Like Dober doesn't have good takedown defense, decent get up game, and he usually doesn't accept the bottom. When you got a guy like Moicano who can take you down and just take your back, sink in the hooks and hold you there the whole fight, it's a whole different thing. So
yeah.
Dober more of an RDA fighter. Well, RDA mixes in that grappling though so much. I think Dober would absolutely destroy RDA. It's tough.
RDA. Just because of the wrestling, yeah, he can mix it in, but
like I said,
RDA is at 170 now. So
you gotta watch that, dude. Watch that Brad freaking Riddell versus Drew Dober, and it'll make you think a little bit. Let's see, moments wins, yeah, but if you don't have too many moments, you know what I mean. Minutes win. Okay. What? Where's he? Where'd you put? Right there. I didn't. What?
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell I didn't see that. My dog of the card is plus 120. Drew, fucking Dober. Dober has fought 5 times since Moicano last.
That's true. He hasn't fought in a while. His last fight was who was it? I can't even remember. It was somebody not that great.
Riddell, yeah.
Riddell.
2000. No, that was like a year and 2 months ago. There ain't no way that dude fought 5 times in a year and a month, right? Am I tripping?
I mean, Dober fights pretty continuous.
He does, yeah.
1, 2.
Damn, dude, Dober.
3.
Yeah, no shit. Dober
3.
He
fought 3 times.
He
fought Bobby Green, Matt Frivola, and Ricky Glenn.
1, 2, 3. He's active as hell. Yeah, that's true. And I know that Moicano's coming off a knee injury. So good points. And I don't mind that dog pick, Carlos. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I don't know how the hell. RDA. Next fight with Gamrot at lightweight. Okay. That's pretty good. Dober is a lock. Okay, Jumbo's on Dober. All right. Moicano coming off knee surgery from torn ACL. Excellent information, guys. So yeah, that definitely don't help. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm staying away. I don't mind anybody taking Dober, but I would probably play by KO, right?
I just feel like that's how he usually wins. But I mean, if you're
you know me, money, I would actually just play Dober plus like 150.
Right now, yeah, for sure. I would. I wish I would have waited.
Event men's middleweight, man. Roman Dolidze versus Nasruddin Imavov. I'm gonna start this one, dude. So this is gonna be a great fight, and it's in the small cage. Like we have to remember that this fight's in the small cage. So Roman Dolidze, dude, the dude's a powerful beast, man. He's always coming forward. Like you watch his fight, his last fight with Vettori. Coming forward, throwing powerful shots. Like Vettori would throw 1, 2, 3 shots, and then Dolidze would just come over the top with a big, powerful shot. Hit him with a couple. He was throwing powerful leg kicks. I thought he won that fight, even though when we watched that live, I had a bet on Vettori, and I thought that Dolidze won live too. And then they gave my dude a unanimous decision, which made no sense. But it's weird because like if Dolidze beats Vettori, because I was just watching it again earlier because I'm finishing up bets, so I went back, I'm watching tape, so again, but I mean, like, I thought he beat Vettori. So if he beats Vettori, he was 8, Vettori was 4, he would be number 4, and then he would be fighting like number 2. He'd be fighting like Robert Whitaker or Paulo Costa or something this time. He's kind of taking a step back in competition to fight Nasruddin Imavov, which I just watched his fight again today with Sean Strickland, who he fought on like 4 days notice and still took a beating, like lost like all 5 rounds and is in the small cage. So we got Nasruddin Imavov, man, who has good kickboxing, right? He's got pretty decent movement. He's got more, uses his hands more than his kicks. Like he's got really good boxing, pretty good movement, and decent offensive and defensive grappling. Like it's not phenomenal, but I mean, he's probably not going to get taken down by most people. Probably, I mean, Dolidze don't even usually try to take people down. He might though at some point in this fight. But Imavov, man, the thing is he used his movement and he's got good striking and all that stuff, but the small cage doesn't help him. Like he had that big cage against Chris Curtis. And then to be honest, if you watch that fight too, so he's working Chris Curtis in the first round. In the second round, Chris Curtis is starting to get to him a little bit. Not saying he was winning, but he was starting to touch him because Imavov starts slowing down and his movement goes away. And that was in the big cage in Canada. In the small cage, with like Sean Strickland, and he was on the faux camp and Sean Strickland was on like 4 days. In the small cage, within like a round and a half, he's already standing right in front of Strickland. And they're just, going back and forth, throwing shots. But Strickland wasn't hitting very hard. And he's a little, like, tired. Like, in between the second round, he's like, breathing all crazy. But 3 days notice, comes back to, still beats Imavov, like, clearly, like, all 5 rounds, basically. I think that the small cage here favors Dolidze a ton. I think that Dolidze is going to be moving around the first round. He's probably going to take a couple shots, and he's going to land some decent shots into Imavov. And Imavov's going to be sticking and moving and all that. And then in the second round, he's not going to be sticking and moving as much, and they're going to be standing there and they're going to be throwing shots. But Imavov doesn't hit that hard. Like he's fast and he's crisp and he's accurate, but he doesn't hit that hard. Dolidze fucking throws clubs the whole fight, dude, the whole fight, and throws for the power leg kicks. So in that small cage, when Nasruddin stops moving as much and these two dudes are just throwing shots, dude, I think that Dolidze is going to be taking over on this kid. Like, I don't know if he ends up, and then he could be hitting him with some big shots, and if Imavov has to shoot in and take him down, he's fucked. Like, that's game over. You've seen what he did to Hermanson, wrapped him up in like 20 seconds. I like Dolidze here a ton because I know the under is crazy too. Because, all right, so check this out. Dang it. 1 second. So the under like 4.5, right? The under 4.5 is plus 155, or under 4.5 is minus 205. The over 4.5 is plus 155. And like, do you see Nasruddin Imavov finishing Dolidze at all?
I mean,
he just went.
If I had to say there's a finish, it's probably going to be on the Roman side
for sure.
I mean, he can depend later in the fight.
Doesn't really finish anybody though.
Later in the fight, because we haven't really seen Dolidze late in the championship.
But he went them 3 hard rounds with Vettori, I think would probably.
They weren't that hard. Too. They weren't that hard rounds. Let's be.
I mean, they was throwing blows. Vettori pushes the pace.
Well,
was fighting.
Yeah, but
more than Imavov.
That's why Roman lost, because he was throwing low volume, but he was hitting harder, but he lost because Vettori was throwing the volume. Yeah,
but I thought that Dolidze won. But in this small cage, when they start standing face to face and Imavov's throwing, not as hard shots, I think Dolidze gets him. And then, like I said, if Imavov at any point in this 5-round fight gets flustered and shoots in for a takedown, dude, Dolidze is going to finish him. So why not take the way more dangerous guy? Like, I just don't think Imavov has any chance to finish him. Imavov's not really dangerous. Who's he? He finished, Ian Heinisch, and he finished Edmund Shabazian. But other than that, he's not really finishing anybody. So I definitely don't see him just finishing Dolidze. And so that under, if you're betting that under, you're just betting on the fact Dolidze is going to win. Because, yeah, he went to decision with Strickland. It was probably going to go decision with Curtis. Buckley was decision. Phil Hawes decision. He couldn't even knock out Phil fucking Hawes. So we know
that was
knocking out Dolidze, bro.
The Romans came and destroyed
exactly Hawes. In that small cage. So like, there's so many points in this fight where Roman could be losing a little bit.
When Phil Hawes was actually good.
Yeah, but when he was losing, but Phil Hawes already got knocked out by like Julian Marquez, like took some bad knockouts before that. But in this small cage, at any point, like if Nasruddin slips up, he could get hit with a big shot and get put out. He could get taken down and get subbed. He could shoot in, take it back. Like I want the more dangerous guy. I want Dolidze here, man. And I just don't see Imavov finishing Dolidze at all. Like with a punch, he's not taking him down and subbing him. He's not taking him down the ground and pounding him. I don't see him punching. Dude, Dolidze's a big, strong motherfucking dude. So I just don't see Imavov knocking him out. So if you think Imavov's gonna win, I would play decision or just play like that over. But the whole time you're gonna be worried Dolidze doesn't fuck him up. And I think that this is a levels thing. Like I think Dolidze is a bigger, better fighter than Imavov. I just think I think that like Imavov may be a top 10 guy, maybe. But remember, like Sean Strickland literally came in on 4 days' notice and beat this dude in 5 rounds, all 5 rounds.
Sean Strickland's a champion, though.
Yeah, but I don't think he does that to Dolidze. Like I don't think
you don't think. I think he would.
Yeah, I think
100% the same thing.
100%
the same thing.
We'll see. I got Dolidze. Who you got?
You would actually say that Sean Strickland couldn't do what he did to Imavov to Roman? Really? I think he would. 100%.
On 3 days' notice, dude. Did you just see what Dolidze did with Marvin Vettori? Dude, Marvin Vittori's a beast. And Dolidze walked him down the whole time, and that was in the big cage in England. Like, and Vittori's better than Imavov. And Vettori would fight good with Strickland too. Like, them dudes trained together for a long time.
I don't think Vittori's good at all.
I
think Imavov is better.
Imavov's better.
I think so.
Better
he's got better striking. He's got better striking. I'll tell you that. And he's got more technical striking. I think he's got better striking defense. Vettori is there to hit. His big fat head doesn't freaking move. And that fight literally was on the feet for all 15 minutes. That's what I see happening here for maybe 25, however long it lasts. Whoever gets a knockout, maybe. But if it's going to be on the feet all day, give me Imavov. I think he's going to land more shots. Maybe not the more powerful shots. I think he'll land more of them. I think he can stuff any of Roman's takedowns. I mean, if this fight gets to the mat, yeah, Roman's going to have the clear advantage, but I don't think Imavov's some kind of bum where he's going to get like annihilated or ground and pounded immediately. Like he knows what to do. And maybe he does shoot for some takedowns and get in half guard real quick and then just to win some rounds later in the round. So I don't know. He could do it because Roman's takedown defense is not good. So he has that option, but I'm sure Roman wants him to do that. But if this is on the feet, which I do think it's going to be, I do favor Imavov a lot. And I think he is a better striker than Vettori. And Vettori won at 30-27 somehow. So I'm just throwing it out there. But that's just me. I don't see Imavov winning a knockout unless it's later in the fight, probably like 3rd, 4th, or 5th. But I think Roman's rounds are first or 1, 2, and 3 to get the finish because I don't see him winning a decision either. Like, so to me, it's Roman decision or knockout or finish, and it's Imavov late finish or decision. So I just favor the younger guy here. I think he's the quicker striker too. He's got more volume. I think he has the straighter punches as well. And I'm going to favor him to win this one. I know he kind of has a little bit of red flags here and there, but so does Roman. Like he's made some very questionable fight IQ decisions in some of his fights too. So to me, these guys aren't perfect, but I just favor Imavov.
You know who you favor. You favor Roman.
No, I like
what
Roman.
About the small
I like
case,
him
though. What about the small case? Though?
I used to look too much into this. I don't care anymore. I used to. I just really don't. The only time I do favor a smaller cage,
smaller to force action, right?
It makes sense. Yeah, it totally makes sense. But the only time I favor it is if I like the over or under. I don't look at it from a side. But if I want to bet over or under, I will favor the under more so if it's a smaller cage.
What if one guy wants to get his hands on the other guy and then there's like a lot less room for the one guy to run?
Well, then I would favor the under. I'm not going to favor a side. I still think Imavov's better.
So you think he just picks him apart from the outside for 5 rounds?
He can. I think he can. Vettori did it, and he's not even a good striker.
You thought Vettori won that fight?
No. But he did.
Okay, so so then put it that way though. So you think that just like I had a bet on Vettori by decision.
But I'll be honest though, it could have went either way.
Right. So if Dolidze wins it, he's number 4.
But I was probably biased because I had a Roman bet.
Yeah, but I had a Roman bet, and I just know that Vettori
You
or
had,
that.
you had
No,
a
I mean I had a
Vettori bet.
Vettori, and I know
Yeah.
Roman won though. I'm not even defending. I feel like even when I watched it live, I was so happy that I got that. But then like when I rewatched it, dude, like he was rattling Vettori, dude. He hits hard, and in that small cage when he's throwing these bombs, and like I said, at some point, Nasruddin ain't just gonna be skirting around the outside for 5 rounds in a baby cage. Like these dudes are gonna start fighting. And Roman's just like a gladiator, dude, man. And I just think that Imavov, I just don't think he's that guy. I don't think he's a top 10 guy. Like he's 12-4. He's lost to Phil Hawes. Strickland got him, but like I said, that's on 3 days' notice, and he took a whooping, man. Like lost off 5 rounds.
Strickland is a mythical fighter. You can't put that against Imavov.
When did you? I thought you were big on Dolidze. When did you fall off the Dolidze trip?
But this is just not a good matchup for him. I don't think it is.
Fading him with the Imavov, huh?
Dude, Imavov's a better striker than Vettori's trash, dude.
Jesus. What the fuck? You remember when we was at that Bellator and he was all like, Vettori's going to beat the shit out of Cannonier. He's going to hit him with the 1-2.
Yeah, and guess what happened? He lost. He's trash.
I had the Cannonier.
You told me he was trash, and now you're going to back it down now.
No, he was not trash. Cannonier is so much better than what people think. He's so much. He holds that cardio, and he's so big and strong. But I don't mind it. You got to bet on Imavov. I'm not sure what I'm doing with Dolidze, but I really like.
I do like Roman though. I really like him as a fighter.
Did you watch Dolidze versus Jack Hermanson? So what happened in that fight? Jack Hermanson's good. Jack Hermanson's piecing him apart. Boom, piecing him up. Right, first round. Second round, he's hitting him. He's doing some stuff. He's doing good leg kicks. But then Dolidze's putting a little more pressure on him. Right? And Jack's slowing down. He's not moving around the outside. So now Jack goes, oh fuck it, I don't like this pressure. I'm gonna shoot. He shoots in, and within 20 seconds, he's reverse calf slicer, eating just punches to the back of the head. So I don't think like Imavov is going to be able to shoot in on this dude. And if for some reason Dolidze,
I don't think he should. I don't think he should.
But what happens if he starts getting rocked and he's, oh shit, I'm getting hit, and Dolidze's just big fucking crazy savage hit him, and he shoots in, and now Dolidze's like I don't
see that happening. That's crazy, Cody.
And Imavov, the thing is here's another, like I don't think that he's going to finish Dolidze. So you got to hope for 5 rounds. He freaking dodges this Georgian savage.
I think he can.
Dolidze should be in title talks. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He should.
So
he wins that last fight.
Imavov can go 5 rounds, guys. We seen it with Strickland. Like Roman's never gonna put a quarter of what Strickland's pace is.
Yeah,
he's
fine. He knows what's up.
This is gonna be such a low volume fight and slow paced. Imavov will be okay.
Okay.
I'm not even worried about cardio in this fight at all. Like, take Strickland fight out of the equation. He's like a mythical creature. It's like saying Billy versus Piotr Jan.
Let me tell you, it's
completely different.
No. But let me tell you this though. In that fight, because I just watched it today, Strickland didn't push that crazy pace though. Like he usually, because he was on 3 days' notice. He was after the second round.
Well, you also have to remember,
so he really didn't push his crazy pace, and Imavov still slowed down. But like I said, the thing that really put me on Dolidze is like, Imavov's going to look good in the first round, but dude, Dolidze could still hit him with a club and just fucking finish him at any point in the fight. But even in the first round, he's going to be moving. But in that second round, when he stops moving as much, he's taking a little damage, and he's just standing there with Dolidze in that smaller cage, which is going to come to that at some point in this fight. And Dolidze is going to hit this kid with bombs, man. And then when he takes a bad shot, like my boy Flav said, Octagon Outcome said Imavov is going to take him down and get submitted by Dolidze. Effie said, I had money on Marvin. I couldn't believe he got the nod. I had him by decision, too. I was shocked. Imavov is good, but he's too content with getting backed up against the cage and clinched. Jeff Pelton never thought Imavov should have been a fave. Yeah, Imavov loses the Hawes and would get mauled by Vettori. Jeff Pelton said, mauled by Vettori. He could have put that in caps locks if he wanted to. I'll take Dolidze at plus money.
Vettori doesn't maul anybody. What are you talking about?
You met Dolidze. What's he like in real life? Is he just a big savage of a man or what? You met him?
Yeah, he's weird.
A big hug?
Just looked like he worked at Foot Locker.
What?
He looked like he worked at Foot Locker.
Dog?
Dude, that guy didn't say anything. Like he was just a big, like freaking monster. I was talking to Giga. I wasn't talking to Roman because he was scary.
Yes, and then if you met freaking Imavov, he'd be like, hey guys,
he's just a nice guy. But you know, it just depends. Like I just favor Imavov's style.
I think I just talked myself. I've already got it wrote down. If I could show you guys, I already got all this stuff wrote down. on the different bets.
I'm just don't go crazy. I'm telling you. I just favor Imavov style here.
You shake his hand. He's dense. Is he
I
dense?
didn't. That's
he
how
didn't
crazy he is.
Yeah, he didn't like your style.
He was in the background. He was like,
sounds like a scary motherfucker.
Yeah. Dude, I was like, Giga was like, yeah, what's up, man? I was talking to him, and then like, I'm like, can I get a picture? He's like, yeah. And then he's like, come here. I was like, and he's like in the shadows, like in the like a fucking side. I'm like, geez, dude.
Jesus Christ. And Imavov's
for real.
dancing the French pop music in the other side. Come on, man. This is a different kind of
He's Dagestani.
Imavov was cleaning up Curtis. He'll clean up Dolidze. Okay, Reg is on your side. Imavov is a lock. CJ said lock. I like Dolidze too, but Dolidze cardio super sus.
He just cardio slows down.
What about Imavov versus Joaquin Buckley?
Dude, he went balls to the wall for 2 rounds. You saw that, and he did it for a reason because they had beef the whole freaking week. They were calling each other names. He wanted to prove a point, and he wanted to finish him. He couldn't. He should have, but he didn't. In the 3rd round, he gassed a little bit, but he still won the fight.
Yeah.
So I'll give him credit, a little bit of slack. That's not credit. I'll give him a little bit of
he
slack.
He does that against Dolidze.
He ain't going to do that. He ain't going to do that.
Throwing bombs.
This is the real deal. He ain't going to do that. They ain't going back and forth on Twitter.
Relative to top 10 of the UFC middleweight division, he is not good. Curtis, I think they're talking. Let's see. Dolidze via testosterone. That's a man's man. These dudes are out on the battlefield, fight to the fucking death to see which country gets to go. The Imavov's laying there dead at the end of that fight. Dead. Dolidze like fucking.
Well, good thing it's not a war then.
Yeah, but it is in there. Let's see.
Crazy.
So if it is a fight to the death in a war, and like France sent out Imavov, and then fucking Georgia sent out, who's coming out of that? Who's fucking coming out of that?
I don't care. It's not UFC. I'm not betting wars here. I'm betting UFC. UFC fights.
Not UFC fight to the death. Johnny, I'm with Cody. Dolidze is a mofo.
I don't blame you. I'm just telling you guys, just be careful. Yeah. Be careful.
Let's see. Dirty Reg is with Johnny here. Let's see.
When me and Dirty Reg link up, you better watch out. That's a real deal.
But it's weird because you guys usually used to link up on dogs, man. And now
we used to never link up. Now when we link up, watch out.
Linking up. Okay. Let's see. Any action says Marvin has a way greater threat to take down Roman than Imavov, and even then Roman was still coming forward, no respect, because he wants to get taken out.
Yeah, because Vettori is a big meatball. He didn't even try to wrestle Roman. I don't see Imavov trying to do the same thing. It's gonna be the same freaking fight, guys. The same fight. Mm-hmm. And I do favor Imavov striking more than
who Roman reminds me of, because why he can do that, Effie? Why he can come forward he's Charles fucking Oliveira. Roman's out here just throwing bombs. He wants you to take him down. He don't care because he's going to calf slice you, elbow you up. So he's just throwing bombs. He goes, you want to take me down? Go ahead. He goes, hey, he's Charles Oliveira, the middleweight.
It's too slow.
Imavov shoots and gets himself in trouble. I like it. I think a ton of this fight takes place in the clinch where Dolidze is bigger, better, stronger. What about the knees to Dawkins' face from the clinch? Put him to Imavov would never do that.
You're talking about Kyle Dawkins. Not even on the same plane right now. Phil Hawes was decent then before he got killed.
Him out. Boy killed him. My boy killed him. Your boy got beat by him. My boy murdered him, broke his knee, and then fucking sent him to the shadow realms with a broken knee.
Well, just look at the Staropoli fight. That's
Sean the Cannon Gannon. That's it. Guinerica. Exactly. See, this is my dude. He knows beat Gimbo on the streets, then got killed by Brandon Lee. Yeah, Hinkle, who then lost by the last north-south choke in UFC. Who was that? Yeah, the Jeff Munson, right? The Snowman. Yep, back in the freaking day. Yeah, Sean the Cannon Gannon. Look that up. Gimbo versus Sean the Cannon Gannon. You're welcome. Check out that fight from back in the day, bro. It's fucking nuts. They're in like a gymnasium. It's not a UFC fight. It's like a backyard fight. It was like after Gimbo was beating up all them dudes in the backyard, and they're like step him up a notch, way before like the Ultimate Fighter and all that shit. And then he went and fought this dude, Sean Gannon, used to fight in the UFC, or at least like a pretty big show. So he had training. He was the first dude Gimbo fought that had training, and it was crazy. Some gangster stuff going on there. It was freaking nuts because they're in like Boston, dude. They come up to like Boston. So there's like the dudes from Miami and the dudes from Boston. It was nuts. Imavov is about to feel that grown man strength. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Johnny likes Dolidze, no doubt. What is Dolidze's nickname? What is it, Johnny K?
I don't think he has a nickname.
The Wife Crusher, I believe.
Oh, that's
Isn't
a
that
good
what
one.
it is?
Probably
The Caucasian. Oh my God, Johnny, that's your boy.
See,
His name is Roman the Caucasian.
I don't see color, guys.
Hey, you know who Johnny's second favorite fighter is? Jake Hadley. You know why? Because he's White Kong. I know your style, Johnny. I know you. We see through
I did
it
pick
now,
him against Malcolm Garden.
Roman Dolidze
Not against Durden, though. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Yep. Enough said. Last legit north-south choke, a dead technique. You bet. Yep. Yep. That's a good technique. That's what I'll put Johnny out with then. If we ever get our fight, I'm hitting him with the old north, the Jeff Munson.
See, Camden knows.
Vittori lost that. He sucks. Dude can't even put it. That was hilarious when he put his shorts on backwards. I'm with Johnny. I like both guys here, but I just think Imavov.
He's younger, too. He's 27 years old.
Yeah, but Roman's got the grown man strength, man.
I don't care about grown man strength. I care about
most
talent.
confident I've been at a dog in a long while is Dolidze. Let's go. Well, shoey bet.
Good luck. Good luck.
Shoey bet. I'll shoey bet you, bro.
Are you sure? Because you're gonna don't complain that I'm taking all the favorites. You're the one that did this.
Bro, you got Nasruddin and Imavov, and I got fucking Roman the Caucasian Dolidze. Fist bump. That's a fucking shake on that. First one of the year. First one of the year.
Let's go.
You hear that, Marvin? You and Mikey. Blood money. Let's go. And a judge gave that meatball head the Strickland fight too. Maybe he's got blackmail on the judge or something. Peed on the guy or something. One of the feet, Dolidze hurt Dawkins and Hawes with no chin or ACL. He's putting dudes to freaking sleep, man. Jack Hermanson, did you see him twist him up like a fucking pretzel and then play ping pong with his head?
It was a
sick move.
It was a well-timed reversal in.
He almost hit him with it earlier in that fight, though. Hermanson took him down in the first round, and the Dolidze almost hit him with the same exact thing. He's got them crazy sweeps, and then Hermanson was like, "Fuck that! I'm standing back up."
I'm just saying, if this fight's on the feet like it's gonna be, I just don't think he's gonna win this fight. Now, if it gets to the mat, different story.
Right. Matt said, at the end of the day, Imavov is more French than he is Russian, and it shows. He fights like a Frenchie with the heart. Oh, geez. BSD is the only, he's the guy.
That's because he's a killer. He literally killed people.
Old time fresh. Dolidze most overrated fighter in the division, but I thought he beat Vittori. This is a hard to choose.
Okay. I thought he did too.
Yep. Defend your units, Johnny.
I did.
Yep. This fight is a tough one. That's my lean dog.
Everyone's on Dolidze, which is always scary when everybody's on the same underdog, guys.
Matt said, Nate, I've been saying that all night. Saying Imavov lock is a good way to show you're a casual at the bare minimum. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a good fight. Yeah. They're going to have to scrap it. But man to man, locked in a small cage, Dolidze is coming out the winner. That's fact.
We'll find out.
You can look at them, man, and say that, man. I've always backed Dolidze and even thought he won against Vittori, and I pick him here, but something is telling me not to bet. It's just because it's an underdog. It doesn't make sense because Dolidze should be minus 190 here. Dolidze should be minus 190 here, and that's the only thing that's throwing people.
And I picked him as a favorite. I think he's going to win.
That changes a lot of stuff. I think that if Dolidze was minus 170 here, everybody would be on Dolidze because he's.
I mean, everyone's on Dolidze right now, probably because he's plus money. I get it, but yeah, don't let the plus number fool you a bit, guys.
I'm not. It's the fucking. You tell you he hides in the back. He's ready to kill people.
Yeah, he's a killer. Doesn't mean he's gonna kill Imavov.
He's gonna kill Imavov, man. Now you got me worried for Imavov's safety in that ring. Gannon was a cop. I think he signed to the UFC. Just because he beat Gimbo that one time, so they wanted to build. Yeah, and he got in trouble for that fight too. Shuey, I'm with you. Let's go. You two need a Shuey bet this fight. We did. We just Shuey bet it. It's Dolidze all day. You two definitely out. Yep. Dolidze should be right here. Dolidze should be minus 190. Might be a reach. Maybe I think he should be minus 170. I think he's the better fighter. He's more dangerous, right? He's better ground
he's more
game,
dangerous.
More dangerous
on the ground. I think he's
hits harder, better wins. Jack Hermanson. I think Jack Hermanson would beat Nasruddin Imavov, right? Jack Hermanson's not bad. If anybody do put some respect, Jack's good. He's got good striking and wrestling and grappling.
Imavov more of a fight than Roman.
And then
Roman just I don't want to say he got lucky.
I mean,
but
Phil
he
Hawes,
did
we already
very well.
know Phil Hawes. We already know Phil Hawes will fucking Imavov up. Then you got Vittori.
This is why I don't do MMA math. This is why I don't do it.
You better get your calculator out.
No,
Roman all day. MMA Jesus came in telling others.
Well, Carlos said your picks are bad, Dave, so I'm not trusting your picks right now.
He's definitely more dangerous everywhere. The only thing is Imavov. But is that striking going to slow down? And it's just going to be in a small occasion. It's going to be Dolidze throwing hammers for Georgia.
I don't think Roman's been past round 3 before.
No, but Imavov hasn't got beat. He didn't look good against Strickland. It's not like he was out there doing jumping jacks.
He survived.
Got beat up by a dude on 3-day notice.
Cody.
Should we bet, Johnny? Should we bet?
The freaking champion. For 1.
This was a good show. This was a long show.
2, it was at light heavyweight.
Yeah.
So there was extra weight for 5 rounds. Give him some slack.
Your boy had a full camp. Sean Strickland.
But he was cutting. He was getting ready to go to 185.
I'm just gonna say this. I am literally shocked though that you're not on Dolidze here. I would have thought 1,000% you'd be. Did you tell your wife?
You know what? No, but it doesn't matter.
She don't know yet.
Serbian.
Yeah, I know. But
Serbian's a different story. Dushko's fighting soon.
I thought they talk speak the same languages.
No, it's Serbian and Russian.
You were telling me at the thing they knew each other. All right, listen. We got a shoey bet on this. This is going to be a good fight, though. But everybody, man, we went long on this one. Appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out tonight. We're going to do.
We have to do our little bet real quick.
Oh yeah,
what do you like
for fight night? Let's see.
Give me a play, and I have a couple I like so far.
We're gonna throw Silva on there, I guess. One, we got to get it to plus 100.
I was thinking that's one, and then we need like a minus 170 or lower, or better, if you want to say.
Damn, dude. I like Azat. Throw Azat. Let's go. Let's do Azat.
Let me see.
And Demba. Silva. How about that? What's that come out to?
Azat.
Or no, we can do Silva and Azat. Does that come out to plus?
It's like minus 109 or 110.
Silva and Azat is. What's he at? Minus 190.
Demba?
I know.
Demba's 250. Azat's minus 205.
Oh dang! See, man, I should have went to the casino tonight.
Let's see.
Well, listen, I got Natalia Silva at minus 360. Well,
minus 340.
Azat
205.
Or Azat's minus 190 on mine.
Oh, DraftKings, it's 205. Dang.
He's minus 190, but
what do you have together?
Still fucking minus 111.
Yeah, I got minus 109. It's different. I like Silva to win, and we.
Oh, he just went up to minus 205, so it did change.
Okay.
I'm mad.
There's just not a lot. Like I'm super confident. I definitely want Silva in there. What about an over? What if we did this? Hear me out. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. What about Urbina, dude? I like Urbina the most. Urbina.
Let's do. Okay, what you like Urbina the most? 205 too. Dang.
Yeah, we could do Urbina and Azat.
I'm not.
That probably pays good.
Yeah, I think Azat wins. What about this? Urbina and the over in the Azat Charles Johnson. Plus 103.
Yeah, that'll work.
Over 2.5.
Yeah, so Urbina and the Azat over 2.5. That's good. What do you say? Plus 103?
Plus 103. There it is.
I was thinking about using that one in a parlay too.
I got it in a parlay.
That's a good bet. That's a good
dude.
bet.
I love the over in that fight. So if you love Urbina, I love the over. We got it.
Yep. So Fight Talk, if you're not listening, I'll message it to you. But we appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with us. Let's see. Matt said, dope ass show. First time on here, and I'll be back. Definitely come hang out. This is a hangout, dude. Like I know we do go long sometimes and we talk with the chat, but like me and Johnny say, we already put out our breakdown. So if you just want to get the information, go
come hang out with us for 2.5 hours and get the same information.
Yeah, you're gonna get the information here, but it's fun, man. It's a good hangout, dude. Octagon Outcome, we appreciate you coming out, bro. Can't wait to get you on a show too. Ryan said, great show, dudes. Grateful as always. We're so grateful all you guys come hang out with us, man. Azat and Urbina. There is that, or the Azat under or over in Urbina.
Is that over? Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. He said your wife should know about this, Johnny. Jack without strike Imavov. But yeah, let's see. Close. Urbina is it's my favorite pick. Y'all could have just read my comment and saved time. See you casuals later. It's been fun. Roman the Caucasian Dolidze. I didn't know that was his nickname. That's just his
I
nickname.
didn't know that either.
What's that from? He's just, I'm a white dude.
I guess he's white. I didn't know
he
that.
is.
I can't see color.
That's not what I've heard, but okay.
I picked Carolina.
But yeah, man, we appreciate you guys coming out so much. We can't wait to see you guys Friday night. We'll have a couple more guests on breaking down, let them get their picks out there and have a great time. So good luck, everybody. Yippee, man. We appreciate you coming out. Matt said he's from the Caucasus Mountains. That does make sense. Yep. That's like where Dagestan and stuff is, ain't it? Caucasus Mountains.
In a way.
Old school. That's old. That's like the beginning of them, they say. The Caucasians. But yeah, man, everybody, Ice Viking, Jeff Pelton, dude, you're awesome, man. Thanks for the dono earlier too, Jeff. Dirty Reg, Fight Talk Only, the man. Scott Lawson coming in with the jokes. Any action Effie, dude. Yippee Kaye's our freaking boy, one of the nicest dudes in the game. Matt R, we appreciate tonight. It was fun, dude. Nate Brown, as always, good time hanging out. Octagon Outcome MMA is our dude, man. Appreciate you showing up. Ryan, Harrison, Matt, everybody, CJ, UFC Picks, Dev, Cucumbered RX, 138, Tyler, everybody, Jumbo Loco, everybody, man. We appreciate you guys coming out, and we will see you guys all Friday night.